Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dragon's Greed Gaming. Happy October. The Halloween time is upon us, and you are joining us for the first of our four Halloween specials this year. But before we get into that, as always, be sure you stop by the Facebook page for all the latest news about the show. Check out our Spreaker where we host the podcast. Stop by Apple Podcasts and iTunes. Leave us those 5-star reviews. Help us grow the channel. And check us out over on YouTube where we've got all sorts of video content starting to sprout up as well. And of course, if you want to help support the show even more, consider joining our Patreon. Toss a couple coins into the Dragon's Hoard, and you can pick one of 3 different pledge levels. Get yourself early access to our weekly episodes, artwork that Kyle does every month from various characters and NPCs and scenes from our various games, or get yourself access to our monthly Patreon-only exclusive Warhammer Fantasy series. We just finished up, at the time of this recording, you guys will probably start hearing, but we just finished up Tales from the Old World, and we have started a new all-High Elf campaign for Warhammer. So, at the time of this recording, title is still pending, so we don't have a title yet, but by the time this is out, there probably will be one. So check it out if you're into Warhammer. We got some returning guests, some new faces, and a brand new cast of characters. So other than that, you know the drill. I am the Great Unclean One, your host and usually GM, but for the 3rd week in a row, alleluia, I am getting to be the part of a player, and we are going to be playing some Alien tonight, going back to what has quickly become one of my top 3 RPGs as of recent years. We are going to be playing a special one-shot called Dead Sea, and our good friend Sean is going to be our GM for tonight. So before we dive into all that, a quick shout out. If you are unfamiliar with Dead Sea, while it is not an official scenario, it might as well be. It is written by a chap named Alex Aguila, and you might be familiar with him and his work. To my understanding, a few years ago, Free League had a contest to write scenarios, and I believe Alex was the winner of that contest with this very scenario. When you see the cover art, it looks legit. It is a UPP scenario, so we get to check out something a little bit different than the Colonial Marines or the typical space trucker stuff. I read parts of the scenario way back when it came out a couple years ago. I don't remember much other than we're underwater in a mining facility. So you guys will probably be just as surprised as I am. Anyway, a couple other things about Alex really quick. He was gracious enough to answer my messages on Facebook, the Facebook group, this week. I wanted to get a little bit of info about this scenario and make sure I gave it some proper accolades. So, cool thing about Alex, he is the co-founder of a mostly miniature game company. They do other games too, but primarily miniature games, called Firelock Games. And I knew I had recognized that name. I'd heard of him before. I remember distinctly this year at Adepticon, I saw their newest game, at least I believe it's their newest game, called Blood and Plunder. It's a 28mm 17th century pirate miniatures game, and it actually has ships that you can use and have like boarding actions or land and sea battles, and it was one of the most distinctive tables I've seen at Adepticon in a long time. I myself am not really big into historical games, but Firelock has quite the selection. They've got Oak and Iron, which is a historical naval game. They've got Blood and Valor, which is World War I. Blood and Steel, which is Victorian Age. So that's like, there's Zulus, there's, colonial Britain, there's American Civil War, Native Americans, things like that. And then they also have a RPG, a World War II RPG called War Stories. And they have, I believe, a card game as well. I don't remember what it was, though. So check it out. That's Firelock Games. We'll have the link to their website below in the show notes. Give Alex and his gang some love. Another cool thing about Alex, he's also the co-founder of Alienware PCs. How fucking crazy is that?
That is actually insane.
Yeah, so Alex obviously is a gamer through and through, and has his tendrils deep into the industry. So I am, after hearing all that, I think we're in for a treat tonight. But Alex has given us his blessings to run the game tonight, and he's looking forward to see how it all goes down. So I'm interested to see what we're going to get ourselves into. He also has another Alien RPG scenario called Outpost 247. If you check out the Alien RPG Facebook page, you can find it and I believe Dead Sea in the file section. So definitely go check those out. And he's actually one of the admins on the Facebook page too. So Alex is thoroughly into this like we all are. So Alex, from us here at Dragon's Greed, thank you for letting us play your scenario. And I'm really looking forward to finally getting to play. I've only really played Alien twice before as a player, so I'm really excited to jump back in and hopefully not die in the first half hour like I did when I played Chariot of the Gods. So, other than that, we'll do a quick introduction of our players, and so tell us who you are, who you're playing tonight, and then we'll hand it over to Sean and dive in. So, Sean, as our guest GM tonight, I think it's only appropriate that you start us off here. Welcome back.
Yeah, glad to be back. Excited to be in the driver's seat. Foundry really is an amazing system. Everything's, and you definitely put in a shit ton of work making it all super organized. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the Aliens game so far, and I've ran a couple now, so yeah, I'm really excited and ready to go.
Well, thank you for being here and doing it. Sean has lived up to his Mr. Reliable moniker that I've given him, because he's actually run this scenario for some friends, getting some prep work in, which is way more than I expected him to do. So, I mean, the fact that he's just GMing is good enough for me, but he's actually done a test drive or two. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Good to hear.
Also returning, he hasn't been on the show for a little while, but he is back for tonight, and he'll be back, I think, for a couple other one-shots in the next couple weeks. Our good friend Eric, welcome back all the way from Texas.
Hey, thanks, Chris. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing in a few coming up. Tonight it will be Olga Kramarenko, the captain of an elite unit of commandos trained in underwater demolition.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell the listeners tonight?
Oh, you should watch us on Tale of Gamers.
That's true. We recorded episode 3 of our 40K Tale of 5 Gamers. And we forgot to hit record when we did our final episode of Tale of 4 Gamers. So we're gonna re-record that later. But yeah, check out some World Eaters Eric's got, and some vampire counts for fantasy. Good shit.
Lots of fun stuff.
Awesome. All right, and who else? Also joining us, he's here on and off. He's in our Patreon game right now with myself and Sean. Our good friend the Frog is back for some alien horror.
Yeah, excited to face some unknown horrors again. Today I'll be playing as Kim Pham, who has some skills in field surgery, it looks like.
Oh, you're the medic of the group, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
And more importantly, Kim Pham comes with nap relief.
Oh!
Have some map reliefs.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And Aliens, it's really good for a one-shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some of that, like right now. And then our third player for tonight, he's been here once or twice before. As a matter of fact, he was on our Alien one-shot that I believe we did last year around Halloween, which was it Evac, I think?
Yep.
Yeah, so Tim is back. Welcome back, buddy. How you been?
Been pretty good, pretty good. Excited to be back. Yeah, this is gonna be my second time ever playing the Alien RPG, but I had a blast the first time, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm playing. I'm gonna have to forgive me if I butcher this name. I'm terrible with Chinese names, but Xijin Lu.
Shijin, that sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Works for me. What is Shijin's part in the crew here?
Yeah, he seems to be the mechanic slash techie guy, and perhaps a aspiring novelist.
Okay.
Signature item, a novel. So
Okay,
he's a
cool.
reader, I don't know.
Listeners, you have heard me talk many times about Tim in the past. He was the GM in the Warhammer Fantasy RPG I was playing every other Monday for about a year or so, with like our somewhat international / local group, where my wizard could never cast a single spell. Tim, tell them about the amazing magical abilities of Ignatius.
Ignatius, he was a very special wizard. He tried his very hardest to live up to his apprenticeship and make his master proud, but no, he could not cast magic to save his life. But he was pretty handy with that quarterstaff.
Yeah, and it was funny because I had randomly rolled the talent that ups your weapon skill, so it was like meant to be. Like the game just wanted me to be a melee character, which was terrifying when you're toughness 3 and have no armor. But yeah, good times. That's why we had Ellen with her gun. She solved all the problems.
Yeah.
The mutant's running away. Shoot him in the back.
She actually reached out to me really recently too. She's looking to get in another game, so.
Oh,
see
maybe
what we
we'll
can
have
do.
her on the show sometime. That would be cool to get the gang back together. Oh, maybe we could do a game with the old group. That'd be
There
cool.
you go.
All
I
right.
heard from, yeah.
Wonderful. Cool. And you all know me. I'm the Great Unclean One. I do most of the talking around here. Hopefully not tonight, though. I'm going to try to really stay in character and take this for serious. Tonight, I will be playing Ivan Dubov, who is a roughneck mechanic. Definitely mechanic of the group. Big, tough dude. And I've got the long haul talent. Okay, that's good. That's a cool one. What do you need to know about Ivan? Well, he's a big, tall guy, clean shaven, and he's rather grumpy. You hear him bitch a lot about being on this down in this facility. So he's ready to die a horrible death in space. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Sean. And we're gonna get started. So take it away, buddy.
All right. So, along the outer rim lies the system GJ1187, home to the planet Voda, a complete water world claimed by the UPP. There's no life left on Voda, but previously it had been bountiful. As a result, the planet has been held under the PP ownership because of its high reserves of oil under the surface. 9 miles below the waves, you can find the station Novotny, a deep-sea mining class station. The design and the first station to be commissioned are named after Pietro Novotny, an engineering genius who helped the Seegson Corporation with his drill designs, who also unfortunately died in a terrible underwater accident just days before the station was opened. Now, almost a century later, the planet is under the care of the UPP military and has been virtually exhausted of its once vast resources. All the other mining stations have been closed down, and Novotny, while still operational, is starting to slide into dangerous disrepair. You're all here, either crew or visiting. The station is a rundown and rusty place with safety bulkheads every 10 meters ready to slam shut at the first sign of a real hull compromise. The place resounds with hisses and drips everywhere, and the creak and groan of structures under intense pressure form the perpetual background song of the station. Equipment failures, while always common in a place like this, have recently become endemic. You are sure that things are being wound down and the station's days are numbered. They've even stopped sending full supply drops from the surface. You ran out of your favorite sugary snack a few weeks ago. Then, yesterday, disaster struck. Machine operator Marin Kirill disappeared on a routine end-of-shift maintenance seabed walk. A search was conducted, but there were no signs of him. After all this time, he must be dead. Your station supervisors on the surface have ordered everyone to remain on the station, even those of you who are due to return to the surface today, while they dispatch a military investigator to find out what happened. An hour later, Olga Kramarenko steps from the surface elevator and is greeted by a small welcoming committee. And this is where all of our players would meet Olga Kramarenko. So Olga, you step off this elevator, the door hisses open, and you can see maybe 5 or 6 people just kind of waiting outside the door a few feet away, some nervously looking back and forth. That's where we start.
Do we have a supervisor down here or somebody who's in charge?
There is a supervisor, yes. So that would be, let me find his name and make sure I pronounce it right. Li Chang.
Li Chang. I assume he's here with the welcoming party?
He would be here, yes.
Okay. Well, you would see Ivan with his arms crossed, looking very annoyed and angry, tapping a foot loudly.
Well, don't just stand there. Tell me what happened.
I would look to the supervisor, not say anything.
Yeah, so Lee walks up. He's middle-aged, probably around 45, but his face is very lined, and you can see he's balding. He's trying not to let it show, but you can't really stop it at some point. Fairly small man. So he walks up to you. Hello, yes, I'm Lee, the station supervisor. I'm sure they briefed you. One of our servicemen went out for a walk and never came back. We don't really know what happened. It seems like he left his emergency air tank back in the airlock, so he didn't even bring that out with him. Just eventually were able to reel back his air hose, but he wasn't attached to it.
Well, show me the route. Let's get to the bottom of this.
All right. So you guys would be here at the service elevator.
Okay.
Where he would have been walking is around the Siegson drill over here, which is outside the main facility. So Olga wouldn't know any of this, but Lee and all the others would, and as he gives you a brief tour, he would kind of go over this. So they have an old station, which is up here, detached in a fair distance away, that was used as a prep station before the main station, Novotny, was actually built. That one is currently decommissioned, but the machine operator, Marin, had been walking towards and around Drill 3 when the cameras lost sight of him, and he disappeared. He never came back.
How do we... are both of these underwater airlocks to exit the station?
Correct.
Okay. And is the drill actually to the west of the station like it is here? Is that just the orientation of the map?
Yeah, so it is to the west. It is maybe a hour sea walk away. No, hold on. Let me double check that. I don't think that's right. No, it's
That's
about
that's a long ass
sea walk. Yeah.
rope or hose.
Yeah, so about a 10-minute walk away, which is still a long distance, but the air hoses somehow are able to make it that far.
Okay.
So this airlock up here is inaccessible because it is currently locked off. This place over here flooded and had to be sealed off to prevent well, the station from being flooded with catastrophic water.
Okay.
So the only way for you guys to enter and exit the places are with the elevator to go back up to the surface, and the airlock over here. So he takes you around, shows you generally the layout of the station, Olga. He takes you past the jogging track, and here he points out that they have an emergency bilge pump installed here. So if any kind of catastrophic flooding occurs, they can pump it all out while things are sealed down. Shows you the command station, mess hall, housing.
Is this Lee right here? This guy?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the name of the guy that disappeared?
Marin Kirill. I'll put it in chat.
Kirill. Okay. Got to get used to these Russian and like Vietnamese names.
Yeah. Probably Chinese in there as well, I guess.
And what was it Carol was doing on his walk?
Well, it's a pretty routine seabed walk. It's end of shift. Just go around, check the drill, and make sure everything's working right. Recently, there's been some electrical issues at the drill, so he was going to check to see if power's still working, if any of the lines had been broken or degraded.
And who was the last one to do the walk before Carol?
Let's see. Would have been Ivan.
You just see Shijin just kind of like nod, like slowly.
Ivan would just say, "It was me."
Anything you can tell me about your last shift and what's going on with the drill?
Is there anything particular worth noting, Sean?
There have been some weird lights that have been flashing around the drill occasionally. Every time you've gone over and taken a look, nothing has been there, but you and other people have seen in the distance these lights kind of flashing and brightly illuminating areas that are covered by cameras.
Strange lights out in dark water. Not sure what it is. All I know is I not get lost like Kirill did. Now we
Damn.
stuck here.
Perhaps you should lead us out there, if you know the way.
Everyone knows way. You go that way, and I'll just point. Seriously, how does one get lost when they have rope tied to station?
Indeed, Shijin says. He was very experienced. He would not have left his emergency air supply behind.
Sean, so I take it that, like the cover of the thing, we basically have these old school diving suits with a fucking hose tied to it, and that's how we go out there?
Correct. So it's like an old-timey diving suit. You've got the big bulbous head, an actual air hose connected to you, and then every single diver generally takes with them an emergency air tank in case something happens. Since there's no life anymore on Voda, nothing happens usually, which is why this is so weird that he didn't bring his emergency air tank, and then he never showed back up. As you guys are sort of walking around, taking a look, you hear on the radio that Lee has a garbled and panicked voice yelling out for help. He's
Wait,
saying,
where is he? I thought he was with us.
Lee is with you, but on a radio on his hip, you can hear
Okay.
someone shouting for help. So Lee pulls it up and starts listening, trying to figure it out. When he realizes someone else is actually out there on another routine walk. So he rushes off towards the command center to try to find out what's going on. And about a minute later, he comes back. Frankel's out there now. He needs help. And then he points to you three. Go suit up and go out there. Find out what's going on, what's happening to him.
Oh, what is this, amateur hour?
No, it's an actual emergency, Ivan.
Did he leave his tank behind too?
Didn't ask him. And you can still hear on the radio cries of help, what's going on, something's here.
All right, all right. If it means we get out of here faster. And Ivan will start putting on one of the suits and
Yeah.
grab an emergency canister. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take Kirill's emergency canister they left behind.
All right.
I'm going to check it, make sure it's not sabotaged or it's actually got air in it.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it still has air. You can see the pressure gauge is full. There's no weird disconnection issues, so looks like it would be normal. Now,
there-
oh, go ahead.
Is there any harpoons? Something that we would use to like fight something off? If he's saying it's out here, like if there's something we can grab that we can use in the suits underwater.
Yeah, you can check one of the equipment lockers near the airlock, and you can find a bang stick as well as a harpoon grappling gun. So,
Okay. I'm gonna grab the grappling gun.
all right.
Is there-
So,
You said there's no life under here, or there's no.
there is supposedly no life on this planet anymore.
So even like underwater creatures would be out of the question.
Generally, yeah, shouldn't be here. So let me see. So if I want to give them access to weapons, Chris,
We should. That's a great question. Everybody should have access to the gear folder in the items tab.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have access to that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys have access to all the folders inside of that?
Looks like it's
Armor, equipment,
Heavy
weapons.
ranged
Okay.
rifles.
so
Yeah.
yeah, it would be under rifles. It would be the ASSO 400 harpoon grapple.
I just realized, Sean, that we actually had descriptions. I totally forgot about that because they're on the separate page. Since I'm a deep sea welder, can I get a cutting torch?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shell, yeah, brother.
I'm gonna show you kids how it's done.
All right, so you guys suit up and start the eventual process of getting out to Kirill. The airlock hisses closed and then begins to fill with water. Eventually, you're all fully submerged, and the outer airlock opens up into the somewhat darkness. This close to the station, there are lights that illuminate a fair amount of the path. So you guys follow the path until it gets to a little bit too dark, and you have individual lights on your helmets, and then there are these stake posts with lines that go through them just so you can have something to hold on to and guide yourself through the darkness. As you get closer and closer towards the drill, you can all see these flashing lights. And you can now hear on your own radios inside the helmets this person screaming out and trying to, sounds like, defend himself. You eventually come upon this person in another diving suit, but you can see he's currently tangled up in his main hose. He's breathing heavily. That's about what you see right now.
Would I be able to use my analysis talent to kind of look at these lights and try to make sense of them?
You can try, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, one success.
That's all you needed, right? So from what you can see, if you can read out the analysis talent in case there's something specific you're trying to find out.
Yeah, so I can roll observation to gain insight into some strange or alien artifact or creature. I can ask one for each success of the following questions. I won't go through them right now, but the one I'm going to ask is, what problems could it cause? Like, does it seem dangerous to my scientific mind?
It's definitely hard to tell with just the lights. You get the idea that these are bioluminescent lights, so lights generated from a living creature somehow, which generally requires some amount of internal electrical energy to be activating. So they could be dangerous.
Yeah, so Shijin will kind of say over the radio, It's impossible. Bioluminescence.
Bio what?
Luminescence.
What does that mean?
Means something is alive down here.
Is Olga with us? Did she suit up?
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right. Yeah, it's good to hear.
Drag her ass out here with us. Oh, that's a cat. It's a loud cat. And what's the name of the guy who's down here that is currently freaking out?
Frankel.
Frankel. What a great name.
Yeah.
Well, when I see that, I'm going to be like, the sea amateur hour, tied up in own hose, and I'll start stomping over towards him. Frankel, come down. You're just tangled up, and if I get to him, I'll try to help him get untangled.
Yeah. Let's see. What is it? So, to untangle him, you'd need, I believe it's an agility test. Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. Fuck this guy. He can agility himself out. Well, I don't care that much. I'm not pushing.
Okay.
Hold still, or we never get back to base.
Yeah, okay. So as you are trying to untangle him, can everyone give me an observation, except for Ivan?
I should note, all of you would know, I was sentenced to this place for hard labor for repeated violations against the state authority for illegal gambling.
King. All right. So, Kim and Shishin, you guys can see this bioluminescence sort of flash behind Ivan as then these tentacles wrap around him and drag him away.
Uh-oh.
Good old tentacle attacks.
Oh, great. Just what I thought. We're not even a half hour in.
Not even. Why wait? So you guys are all wearing these diving suits, so they give you 4 armor. So
Is it an item that we can equip?
It should be. I made it earlier.
I'm assuming it's under armor.
Yep, Dead Sea dive suit.
Dead Sea. There we go. Hell yeah, man, Sean, you are so prepared. I love it.
Doing my best.
I assume I need to make an armor roll then, right?
Well, we're gonna roll the attack. It's 8 base dice with 1 damage.
Okay. Did you make the attack tables for the creature in here, or are you just gonna roll whatever dice?
I did make the attack.
Okay.
The attack. Is that how you normally use it?
Yeah. So you just click on the. Well, I guess I'm assuming it has more than one. Like you roll a d6, like with other creatures.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this one is specifically a
specific. Oh, then attack. just you'll have to manually roll it. But otherwise, you just click on the thing that says signature attack, and then it'll roll randomly for whatever it does.
It gets 2 successes.
That's problematic.
Yeah. So that would be 2 damage.
This is a melee attack, right?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
And I give up one of my fast actions to attempt to block.
Since you are surprised, I would say probably not.
That's fair. Don't go easy on me, Sean, all right? I'm not looking for pity.
I didn't think so.
Hell yeah, 0 successes.
All right, so 2 damage. Now remind me, does that reduce your armor?
Only acid reduces your armor.
Okay.
Unless it's something specific that does it. So normal damage does not.
Okay, let me double check, because since these are dive suits, they might take damage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Where is the dive suit?
Items, armor, Dead Sea.
I'm not seeing that.
There's an armor folder under gear. Do you guys have that one?
Yeah.
I have hazmat suits, machinery, military, and space suits.
Oh, you know what? It's probably because we don't have your configuration. Hold on. There you go.
There it is.
Easy. All right, so yeah, you take 2 damage. Jeez, and you are dragged off into the darkness.
No, what in Mother Russia is this?
In addition, your hose is also disconnected.
Oh.
and you gain 1 stress.
That's definitely trustworthy.
Actually, everyone gains 1 stress as you see a man who was just talking about amateur hour being pulled into the darkness and screaming.
It's hard to prepare for tentacles coming from the dark.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Thank you. I swear I'm not amateur.
All right. So I guess in that instance, we will switch to combat of sorts.
This co-DM thing is kind of cool, Sean.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, right? It works very well.
All right, initiative. Where'd the initiative tracker go? Boom. Uh-oh. It disappeared.
Do I have to do something to? Yeah, I have to begin combat. All right, so everyone, right-click on your character, and you'll see a little sword and a shield icon at the bottom right. You just click that, and you can add them to the initiative tracker. And then at the top right of your screen, where all those like little pictures are. Oh yeah, everyone got it. Fucking great.
Yeah, we used Foundry in Tim's game, so he is.
Okay.
He is not a newbie.
All right.
Yeah, but it's been a long time.
He'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 songs.
Well, that's great. Our lowest initiative is a 5.
I mean, that's not bad. So,
boy.
Kim, you see Ivan dragged off into the darkness as this other machine operator, Frenkel, is still frantically trying to disentangle himself.
Does he have any like tentacles or anything grabbing him? He's just
No, he's good for now.
Okay. Well, I don't know how much help I'll be here, but I guess I'm gonna try to.
I will point out that Fam is my buddy. I don't know if I'm her buddy, but Fam, help!
Yeah, I guess I'll run up and try to wrestle him free. Just like start pulling at stuff and
Okay. Give me.
disentangle him.
It'll use a fast action, and then you can give me, we'll say, a mobility.
Okay. We got a little bit of numbers in that.
Oh, nice.
Easy, not even hard. All right. So you, somewhat quickly, actually disentangle Franco from this hose. It's not connected, but it does seem like he still has his emergency air tank. But that only lasts for about 15 minutes, and you don't know how long he's been using it. All right. Then it would be Ivan's turn. Ivan, you are dragged off into the darkness and then eventually dropped onto the ground, disoriented, stumbling in the dark. Your helmet lamp just barely illuminating. You can see the shapes of tentacles swishing away into the darkness as you struggle back up.
All right. I'm gonna get my footing, and I'm gonna light up the cutting torch.
Okay.
And I will attempt to take a swing at it if it's near me. But if it's too far away, then I'll just, kind of hold my action and be prepared to defend myself.
As soon as it dropped you, it seemed to back off, just kind of into the darkness. So it's not close enough for you to attack. It's not in engaged range.
Okay. Then I will, can I see my companions at all?
Yeah, you still have a general idea of where they are, and you still have that line that goes from the drill all the way back to the base, so you could find your way back to them pretty easily.
Okay, I'll start backing my way up towards the group. Constantly scanning with whatever little light I have.
Okay, yeah, you can give me an observation roll.
Okay. 3 dice. Nope.
Wow, only 2 regular dice. Okay.
Yep, I'm
Yeah,
good at this.
unfortunately, you look around trying to find any hint of these creatures, and nothing is in the area. All right, next up, Shishin Liu.
Yeah. So he's kind of awestruck by what's going on. So Kim is helping Frankel? Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Kim disconnected or disentangled him from his hose. Now he's free to walk around and run back, and it looks like he's trying to just trudge along forward back towards the base and get away from whatever's happening.
Okay, and I see no sign of the tentacles at this point.
Not currently, no.
Okay, I will just kind of run, well, trundle to Kim and Frankel and just kind of help them move across the area towards the airlock.
Okay, yeah, you can tell that Frankel definitely is limping. It does not seem like he's doing very good. But you guys begin the process of making your way back. All right, Olga.
He's like constantly like looking around, like paranoid, waiting for these things to strike again.
Okay, you can give me an observation.
I can do that. There it goes.
Whoa. Yikes.
8 dice and a fucking stress on one.
All right.
Oh my god, he rolls a 6. Oh, for Christ's sakes.
All right, everyone
Starting
can
strong.
see that Shishin is shaking. This is not a good situation. He's not supposed to be out here with you roughnecks, and you all get this rising sense of dread. Everyone's stress increases by 1. Ivan, since you cannot see that, I would say you do not increase your stress yet.
Yeah, he's my rival anyway, so I'd be like, oh, typical, he's scared.
Yeah, he's just repeating over and over again across the radio. It's impossible. It's impossible.
All right, and then we're up to Olga.
Can I see anything?
You can give me an observation as well. All right, you can. Even though they're not currently emitting these bright lights, you can see this swishing darkness coming closer towards you.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot it with the harpoon.
All right, take a shot.
Kablab, remember to click on the weapon, not the ranged combat skill. Make sure the weapon's equipped. You can left
I
click
see
and
what you
right
mean.
click on the icon of the weapon to make it move from active to inactive.
I gotcha.
Kablam!
Ooh, you fucking hit it. So you can do a stun. Do you want to do anything specific?
No, I guess not. What are the stunts again? For
Click
damage?
on the wrench icon next to the name of the skill. It'll give you a list of what you can do with each extra success. Oh, does this thing have an initiative value in this fight, Sean?
Technically, no.
Okay. Probably just extra damage then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just extra damage is fine.
Okay. All right, so you shoot this harpoon out. It soars through the water majestically, and then it seems to stop as it sinks into something. And you can see the harpoon still lodged in as it draws back into the darkness. You definitely fucking hit it. All right. Back to the top of the order, Kim.
I guess I'm gonna try to head out to help Ivan.
When I see you coming my way, I'm gonna shout, "Get him back inside, everybody! Go, go!"
Stop short and try to keep pace as he kind of comes back as well.
Yeah. Everyone just give me a mobility roll as you race back towards the station airlock.
1 success! Yes!
That's all you need.
I live!
Oof.
Oh no, I didn't get any. There are a bunch of successes in there, but we all kind of rolled dice together.
All right.
I'm going to use my stunt to give 1 success to another PC in the same situation as me. Boom! Helping out my buddy Kim.
Nice.
I'll grab her by the arm. Go, go!
All right. Everyone seems to do fairly well except Shishin, who still not really used to running through the waters, is struggling, and he makes it a little bit later, but there's something in the water chasing him, and everyone's stress goes up by 1.
Oh my god! Amazing.
You're welcome, guys.
This is fucking awesome. This is exactly what I was expecting. Is this what it feels like, Sean?
Oh yeah, it's great. Just wait until you're at 14 stress, and your only hope is to berserk.
Fucking 3 stress in 28 minutes. This is amazing.
Yeah. All right, you guys, not really racing back, but you do cross the threshold of the airlock and pull the door closed, spinning the mechanism to lock it as it then begins to filter out the water, and you guys get back in, and Frankel collapses to the ground and begins to have a seizure.
Oh
His
my
body shaking and juddering. You can see his dive suit is fairly heavily torn up.
Uh-oh.
I want to duck down and I guess examine him to see if there's any.
Yeah, I'll help hold him down and try to get his helmet off. Because you're the medic, right, Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously we would know that. So yeah, I'll try to grab his helmet and get it off and try to hold him so she can do her thing.
Yeah. So you begin to take off his helmet and start to begin cutting open his dive suit to get quicker access to him. So go ahead and give us a medical aid roll.
Can I assist?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, goof.
There's a.
Well, yeah, roll your panic. Let's see if it technically fails. I think it's only at over like a 9.
Oh yeah, you can't actually fail, but
To roll for panic.
you could roll another 7 and fuck us all.
Close.
You keep it together. So, although you're a little bit shaken up by what happened, it's not too bad. Weird things happen in the underwater mining facilities all the time. So you cut open his dive suit, and you can see different puncture marks, as well as what look like electrical burns all over his torso. And as you're trying to investigate and trying to figure out what happened, you put your hands to his artery, like the carotid artery, to check his pulse, and he's got no pulse currently.
There's some kind of toxin in his system. He's got no pulse.
Well, what do we do? Fix him.
We can bring him to the medical bay.
All right. If this guy's not terribly big, I'll like fireman carry him or throw him over my shoulder.
Sure, I mean he's not a small guy. He's a machine operator. He's like you. You guys are pretty beefy, but with the people here, you can quickly run down the different hallways and get up to the medical bay where Kim normally is working.
All right.
As you guys enter in, you see a fairly, admittedly run down, not sterile environment. At one point, it was probably pretty nice, but there's only a couple beds. The sheets are dirty, and there's not nearly enough supplies that they need. But there is an open bed available. You can see on one of the beds there's a woman laying almost comatose. So you guys put Frankel on the bed. What do you do?
Step back and let the medic do her thing.
Yeah, I guess if we can have someone try chest compressions, and maybe I can find. I don't know. I don't think a defibrillator would necessarily have help in this scenario. Maybe like a shot of adrenaline or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Can we attempt a medical aid to see if we can figure out exactly what's wrong with him?
Sure.
I mean, it's not going to help if I try, but I will. Standing there dumbfounded. That's a panic.
Yep.
Jeez.
Keeping it together. So, Ivan, you take a second, trying to use all of your medical knowledge and your friendship with Kim. I mean, it just kind of looks like he died. That's all you can say. He's a corpse.
I do want to point out my guy kind of looks like Brock Lesnar a little bit, like a young Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, kind of.
That's kind of what he looks like. So.
All right, and then Matt, you wanted to do another medical aid?
Yeah, sure. Hey.
Whoa.
All right.
Hold
So
on.
you have some stunts available. What do you want to do?
What we got for 8 here? It says, save a life. Who's got a? Is he a critical injury or something? It doesn't say there's like the stunts in quite the same way.
Gotcha. So he is fully dead.
Oh, okay.
You will not be able to bring him back. Yeah.
Not even with 3 stunts?
I mean, it's not like it's a nat 20 or anything.
It's true. Okay.
You know,
Well,
the stunts are cool, but they cannot bring back the dead. But I can give you more information. It appears that he died from a number of things. There are deep punctures into his torso, so he's bleeding heavily from those, and then large electrical burns all across his chest and arms. So it looks like it was probably from shock and blood loss that he died.
Okay. So it's not some kind of toxin.
Not like a toxin, no.
By the punctures. Okay. I started seizing. I was like, what's going on there? Okay. Good to know.
how full is his emergency air tank?
It's about halfway.
Okay, so he didn't necessarily suffocate from
Mhm.
that, at least.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'll put a hand on Kim's shoulder. You did your best, comrade. He's too far gone.
How are you holding up? When you're grabbed, does anything?
Yeah, I'll take a look, Sean. Like, do I have any, like, cuts or lacerations or anything?
There are
Did
some minor cuts on your armor, or your dive suit, but you definitely felt like burns when you got grabbed, and that seems like that's what did damage to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll explain that and, pull off the dive suit and take a look wherever I got hit.
Yeah, it was wrapped around sort of your shoulders and arms and like abdomen, so you can see on various portions like scorches as well as melted cloth and metals, and not a good situation.
It burn when it strike me.
And who is this? And I'll gesture to the other woman on the table.
Yeah, what's her deal, Sean?
Matt, you would know that's Anya Zemarov, who is currently hooked up to a machine. She was somehow found severely dehydrated and comatose, so you've been keeping an eye on her.
Yes, this is another patient here. Until she wakes up, we're kind of stuck keeping her under our watch.
How long has she been out?
Few days.
Yeah, just a few days since she was found. While I guess I'm gonna take a quick examination, check her vitals and whatnot.
Yeah,
All this ruckus didn't wake her up. I guess she'll like be
she's-
here another couple days.
Still comatose.
Do we know how she ended up like that? Or she just, like, found somewhere in the station?
Yeah, she was just found in like the housing area. She didn't show up for her shift. Someone went to go check on her, and she was just passed out on the floor of her like bunk area.
She been acting weird or anything before that?
Not that you know of, no.
Lots of strange things happening around this station the last couple days.
Yes, you see for yourself, big squid monster. Can we go now?
All right, this is an amateur hour. You said there was no life down here, and now there's tentacle monsters in the sea. Seems like a very big thing to miss.
I did not say there was no life. That was him, and I'll point to Lou.
He just like narrows his eyes at Dobov. and he says, "What do you know about it, you criminal? I've been on this station for years, studying this area, what's left of the ecology. This should not be possible."
Not very good studying, if you ask me. All of a sudden, it's here. You never noticed before.
Me and dozens of other scientists did not notice.
I'm going to turn to Olga. So, comrade, what do we do now? They send you down to investigate, you see. Station falling apart, people hurt. UPP do nothing. Now what? You solve problem?
What is the ultimate goal here? To get the station drill back running?
The drill is still running. You were sent down just because one of your people from the station disappeared. So they wanted to find out what happened. If it was a murder and someone hit the body or left it outside, you were supposed to find out.
I mean, it was pretty clear it was dragged by a tentacle monster.
I mean, yeah, it seems pretty clear, right?
All signs point to yes.
We figured it out, boys. No
Jump
one
off our
died.
hands and
This
jump
is
in that
definitely how-
elevator.
Definitely
Goodbye.
how this is gonna end. It wouldn't be an Aliens game, right?
Oh. I mean, so just so everyone's aware, in case you guys aren't, as versed in the alien lore as some of us. So this station's part of the UPP, which is basically, Soviet era Russia. So everything's falling apart, and it's very much, the state controls everything, and all of its workers and people are just peons to feed to the machine. So is Olga is she kind of part of the upper command? Like she's the state and we're just the workers? Is that kind of how we should be looking at this?
You can probably look at it that way. No one would be able to tell you that except for Olga. But
Well, I would definitely assume that if they sent her down here and because she's not part of the regular station crew, right?
no, not at all.
And did they say someone's coming down?
Yeah, everyone on the station was informed that it's locked down until we figure out what happened and where the missing guy went, and we're sending an investigator to sort this shit out.
Oh yeah, that's totally state then. So
right.
I guess to put that in perspective, Eric, you're kind of like the commissar, and we're just the grunts that have to do all the work.
They're the conscripted soldiers who,
Yeah.
if
Pick
they
up your
don't start,
rifle when the other one dies.
yeah, if they don't start running bayonets out, you're gonna start shooting.
Fix bayonets.
So as you guys are discussing this, I'll need everyone to roll me an observation.
Oh no. Do I have to?
I mean, if your character would close his eyes and just stomp off, maybe not. But all right.
Oh yes.
Somehow, yeah.
Oh no.
Him no. So bunch of successes.
Oh, great.
Oh god, you're killing us.
All right. So what everyone except Olga seems to notice is that the lights outside in the hallway have gone off, and now all you can see are the red emergency lights. Kim, for some reason, that seems to shock you a little bit more than normal. And something in your hand, maybe like a scalpel you were recently holding, drops to the ground and clatters, making a loud pinging noise as your stress goes up by 1, but no one else's does. Over the radio, you hear Lee come on. We're having issues with power. A lot of the lights are going down. We're getting weird power outages. Ivan, can you go to maintenance? I need you to check on that and see if you can get something fixed.
Ugh. Is there anyone else on the station that he can send that I'm aware of?
I mean,
I
you're
would
on.
definitely be like, "Duh, send Sturgovy instead."
Yeah. You recommend someone. He's like, you're on shift. Get to it.
I will grumble. And yeah, well, I guess I'll stomp over that way.
Yeah. So you begin the process of walking down. Um, it seems like a lot of the lights are blinking in and out. Some are coming on, some are going off. Different sections will just be completely bathed in the red flashing of emergency lights. Um, you eventually make it over towards the maintenance area for here.
I'm definitely taking my time. I'm not rushing.
Good to know.
Has anything like this ever happened with the lights before to this extent?
Not to this extent. There's definitely been times where stuff has gone down, but you're seeing this kind of just throughout the entire path you take.
All right. Well, I will make my way over to maintenance and see what's going on.
Yeah, so you find yourself at a giant room filled with generators and engine sounds, different cords and cables going out from the room underneath plating down into the guts of the base. While he's doing that, what is everyone else doing?
That's up.
Shijin is kind of observing like the lights and trying to like connect the dots. He's like under the impression now that like if that thing has some sort of electrical, you know, discharge about it, that it's attacking the station and overloading the circuits or something like that.
Okay.
I'll radio into Lee and explain what happened to Frankel and his like various wounds and unusual death.
He's quiet for a moment and somewhat shocked that he lost another one on his shifts. Muttering to himself, says, "Oh, good job, Mike. And I don't think there's anything you could have done." It is at this point that an emergency klaxon goes off. So, while that is happening, right, Ivan can try to fix this issue with the lights. So you can give me a heavy machinery.
I'll take a look around first, make sure nobody's fucking with the generator or anything like that. See if I see anything out of the ordinary before I get to work.
Sure. Go ahead and give me, I guess, an observation. As you kind of just search around the room, see if anything's out of the ordinary or any weird things. Nope. Is the standard maintenance engine room. Generators, giant machines going woo, woo, woo.
Okay. Well, I suppose I'm gonna fire up the cutting torch here, if I can, to get my get the extra bonus from it.
Sure.
And it is. Oh, you know what? I need to. I got to do the tool version, so I can roll for power. Equipment, tools, cutting torch. All right, here we go. Boom! Look at that. Love it. I don't know. Right, I rolled 6 dice. Should only be 5. That's weird.
Yeah.
It says 5. That's even more weird. All right.
So,
let me make my roll now. Heavy machinery, you say?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I get a plus 2 or 3 from the cutting torch. Plus 2. Okay. All right. If I can't pass this, then of course I panic. Lovely.
God damn, 11 dice. All right.
All right.
So, it's very unusual for all of this power to be going out. Things that attacked you, still stressing you out. Your hand's a little bit shaky when you're taking the power torch and just kind of going down in lines, making sure things are where they're supposed to be. But you get it together, and you hear the engines sort of whir back into life in a more consistent tone. Power meters go back up into an acceptable level when they were sort of dropping below before. And it's at that point that, as with everyone else, you hear these emergency klaxons going off. And so everyone except for Olga would know that these are emergency klaxons for the air filtration system. So since you're underwater, they have to filter air through different means and filter out all the carbon dioxide you guys breathe. So if these are falling, that means you might suddenly start to choke to death.
Ivan,
What's
will
going on?
probably
Is this normal?
Not normal. It's the air system. Filtration has stopped working. Do I know like where on the facility like that equipment is? I mean, I assume I would have been here for 25 years.
Yeah. Shishin knows this place like the back of his hand. You know that the filtration system is over here. So it's not too far away.
He says, I know where this is. I can fix it, I think. Olga, will you come with me?
Yeah, let's get this over with. Let's get this fixed. Or we all suffocate down here.
Yeah, and I'll start moving towards the filtration systems, but he's like, his hands are like visibly shaking, and he's like looking around in a paranoid way.
So you guys start to make your way down, maybe hustling a little bit more now that your access to oxygen is threatened, and you can feel the air getting harder to breathe as you guys make your way down. You do get there pretty quickly. You find Shishin would know where the hatch is that opens up to access the filtration machinery. So you pry that open, and you can see there are different varying levels on these different gauges, and one of them, the O2, is dropping rapidly. So you can give me a tech test to try to figure out what's causing it and how to fix it.
Tech test.
I think it's tech.
Do you mean Comtech or heavy machinery?
Comtech, yeah.
Okay. I have a Siegson electronics kit. Would that help at all?
Yeah.
Okay. What do I do with that?
I mean,
I
if you
believe it gives you a bonus. If you right-click on the little pencil icon in the inventory and go to edit, it'll bring up the description of the item.
yeah, it gives you a +1.
And how do I add that +1 to my roll?
You right-click on the name of the skill, and another window will pop up and
Ah.
add it to the base dice.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, damn. Look at this champ.
Crushing it.
Okay. So I get what, 1 stunt?
I would think 2, because
2
you
stunts?
have 3 successes, and you only need 1 to succeed.
Okay. Well, whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna do it quickly in half the time, and
Nice.
give me some new or unexpected information, GM.
Sure. So you do it very efficiently. This is not normal, obviously. Something is causing this. The different intake valves for these filtration systems are generally running along the outside of the facility until they make their way inside. So it has to be something from outside that's causing this.
Whatever's out there is interfering with our systems here.
Sean, do we have a way to communicate, like, at distance?
Yeah, you guys would have, like whatever the UPP version of Poor People Walkie-Talkies is.
Yeah. Poor people walkie-talkies, exactly. It's like something from Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, as I'm finishing up here, and this is all going down, I'd probably radio in to see what the hell's going on.
If no one answers, eventually Lee, the supervisor, answers. Things are breaking down all across this facility. The O2 is breaking. You just got the power on, which is good, but there's issues all over the place now.
Of course, UPP facility, piece of junk. What else needs fixing?
It is at that point that you hear someone over the radio screaming, "Help! Help!" And you actually know this voice as Maria del Campos. She is currently working a secondary position in the hydroponics area, which helps make all your guys' food. It seems like one of the water valves in there has broken and is now flooding.
Oh shit. Maria, what is it?
One of the valves broke. The food's being flooded.
Ivan thinks to himself, doesn't food need water to live? And like that slowly processes in his little tiny mind. And then he thinks better of it that she probably knows more. And he says, well, fix leak. I'll be there on my way.
All right.
I'll start running
Sure. You start making your way.
all the way back from where I came.
Yeah, Kim is close by. I think I'll try to jump in.
Yeah. Kim is literally right outside.
And
So,
help try to shut things off.
yeah. So you get in and you can see Maria desperately trying to move whatever food she can out of this. And the water is definitely flooding the area. It's a few inches of water at this point, and a couple of these water mains that normally run through this area and provide occasional non-seawater or non-salt water to these plants and various vegetables are now just flooding the area. So you can try either a heavy machinery to try to shut off actual physical valves, or use one of the consoles nearby and use a comtech to try to just shut off all the water to this area.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely give Comtech a shot if that works. Yeah, because if it's freshwater, then presumably somewhere we can seal things off. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I got some panics. Oh yeah.
Okay.
How long? Never mind. Doesn't matter. Pick grit.
oof. All right. As this is happening. Oh, go ahead.
No, hold up. It's still counting him as panic from when he dropped his item before. So it's pushing it up because he rolled an 8 and he had a 9 before, but that doesn't stay in effect when you roll a 9. So it should only be an 8.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
ask
did-
when does that
unchecked
raise
panicked on your
that's on the first tab.
yeah. I think 8 is tremble, -2 to agility
that
For-
you are correct, yeah.
for X amount of time.
Until your panic stops.
Okay, so you are actually panicked now, but you have an 8 instead of a.
And
Can we
an 8
put the number?
succeeds. So,
Let me try it. There we go.
despite this rising fear and tension in you, you make it to the console. You start running through these different tabs of information and different executable files, and you are able to find the file and path to shut down the water towards this area. It eventually does stop flooding. Water slows to a trickle and then a drop, as most of your food is still intact.
Grapes. What happened out here? Did these just burst open, or?
Yeah, I saw some lights from one of the portholes, and then heard some weird clanging, and then all the pipes started to burst in pressure. All right, I'm gonna need everyone to roll me a d6.
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
I don't like that one bit.
yeah.
Alright.
All right, 4. I'll take a 4. Oh, a lot
Also
of 6s.
All right. So it's gonna be it's 4, 4, 6, 6. So we're going lowest numbers. So that is Kim Pham and Ivan. Ivan, by this time you're probably around here.
Okay.
You guys can both hear this loud pinging sound, bring, 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 which you haven't heard before. But then you start to see water leaking in through one of the bulkheads near you. I'm going to need a mobility check so you can try to get to the nearest bulkhead to slam it shut before you are killed in the onrushing water.
Is the ping the sound of bolts
Bolts.
flying out of the wall?
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna die. Fuck.
Oof.
Oof. Oof.
Big oof.
Okay. That doesn't help though. I have a talent here, but it's not as good as I was hoping. Oh. Well, let's I guess I can't actually fail here. I didn't succeed, but I didn't panic either.
Okay. So
I drowned slowly.
you start struggling. Luckily for you, the closest one is right here. So you're able to get there, but water begins rushing in as this bulkhead actually collapses in this area. So we'll need one more check from you to see if you can slam that button in time.
Okay, well I got a success this time, so that's good.
As long as that panic doesn't fuck you, you will live.
Well it can't because I only have 2 stress so far. So.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Shouldn't your stress have gone up?
No, because I rolled a 6 on the last one. I kept it together.
I thought when you rolled a 1 on the stress dice, your stress goes up by 1.
No.
No? Okay, never mind then. Yeah, so luckily for you, just in time, you slam that hand on that button. The emergency bulkhead shuts closed. A little bit of water pushes you back, but you are not killed.
Oh my god. Breathing heavily, I will shout over the Vox. The station's falling apart. We have leaks in monitoring. Whole situation, whole section flooded.
All right.
Bulkhead's failing.
Kim, you will need to roll mobility as well. I will roll one for Maria del Campos.
You got this, Kim.
Mobility. Great.
Maria's fine.
One that I have Twitch on or whatever, right?
You are still panicking, so if you stress and roll an 8 or less, it'll automatically go up to 9.
Uh-huh. That's bad. But I also don't want to die.
You should push the roll, buddy.
Yeah.
Yes!
Easy.
Oh, 3 successes. What a king.
You and Maria both sprint towards the nearest bulkhead, slamming it shut, and now hydroponics is flooded and closed. Unfortunately, that also means the medical bay with Anya is flooded as well.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. There's not a bulkhead here that they can turn off or shut?
It's not listed, but I think it actually does say like every 10 feet.
It was meters, because remember we can't have.
Oh yeah, you can't have the.
Is this? Oh, that's probably not right. Yeah.
Who knows what that is? Unless there's a legend on here somewhere. Well, there is one.
I mean, I would imagine there'd at least be like a bulkhead at each room, right?
Well, these are the main bulkheads. So these,
those are the bulkheads. Oh.
Those are main bulkheads.
I see. Bulkhead.
There are emergency safety ones, but they're not really designed to withstand like a full pressure.
Hey man, you got time to run to the medical bay and get everybody out and get them to
Yeah,
safety?
how many
What?
stunts is that gonna take?
There, you can close off the bulkhead for this, and then you did get 3 stunts, so I'll let you rush back and try to save her
Uh-oh. Okay. I guess.
if that's what you want to do, or you can close the main bulkhead and just say fuck it.
I mean, I
Ice cold.
do want to try that, but I guess it's like, what do you mean try? What?
Just like
Whatever. Go for
wheeling
it.
out the whole bed.
Yeah, I mean she's on a gurney, so you would just wheel her back.
Okay, that seems sort of plausible if I'm booking it.
Yeah. So what are the stunts you can do for?
Oh yeah, maybe I should have looked at that. Here we got mobility.
Save
Mobility?
NPC's life.
Give 1 success to another PC in the same situation as you, the unconscious woman. gain
Okay.
a +1 modification to a later skill roll related to this one, or impress somebody.
Yeah. So you rush back using, 3 successes is not a small amount, and you didn't get a panic, which is great. So you rush back. You detach her from the machine because you're not going to be bringing like a machine. So she's not getting any. It was only there to just monitor her. So you rush her back, strap her in, make sure she doesn't fall when you're sprinting down, and get back here with Maria and close the main bulkhead. As you do see that safety bulkhead bursts open near the end, and you have now closed off this section. But you and Maria are okay.
And what's the name of the lady on the cot?
Anya.
Anya.
And it's at that point, it seems like all of these weird things stop. No more klaxons, the oxygen's fully back. What do you do?
I try to regroup and find the others.
Yeah, start radioing to people and find a meeting point. Whoever's left.
Swing back around here towards the center.
Yeah, you guys meet up. You, Lee, a few others.
I take it this is not normal working environment for you on this station.
This is pretty standard UPP. Yeah, minus the tentacle monsters.
So you can fix it.
I give Olga the look of like, you must be the dumbest motherfucker on earth if you think I can fix that.
You said it was normal.
I mean, fucking got you, yeah.
I tell you what, you go find bolts and put them back in wall, and then you drain water and you fix it.
Yes, this is correct. He says we can perhaps patch the breach from the outside, activate the emergency bilge pump. Otherwise, we are trapped down here. There is no other way up, only the elevator.
That's the only way up, Sean? There's no, there's no backup elevator?
Well, that's really the only way that's currently working. There is a single submersible out in the subdock, but that's not really accessible.
Oh, no,
I mean,
cut
it's-
off from that too, fuck.
I mean, there is an airlock you can get to it, but
Oh yeah.
right. So the sub. I mean, it's a sub. It's not like a major submarine. You can see roughly about how big it would be, but
How many people can fit in it? Do we know?
yeah. Let's see. Is there a skill for knowledge or memory?
I mean, I haven't been down here very long, but I know some of the others have, so.
Shishin would know that it is a 2-person submersible.
Well, it's been nice meeting you. Send help.
He would just kind of say it is not viable.
What do you mean not viable? More viable than fix whole station? How do you think we do that?
I've already said, we patch the damage from the outside. We should gather knowledge, information, before we start panicking.
That could take hours.
We got nothing else to do at this point. It's that or wait here to die.
Is there any way, from the command center, I could access external cameras or anything like that to try to get an idea of the extent of the damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest that and start heading towards the command center.
Sure. So you make your way down towards the command center, and you see a bunch of different monitors. You know that there are some areas that just the cameras broke and they just never got around to fixing it, didn't have the funds, and no one really wanted to fucking do it. I mean, you can tell how Ivan interacts with the station, and he's not the only one. But there's enough that you can still get a vague idea. So you can just give me a Comtech roll.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna check in on my buddy Kim. I think we
Yeah.
need some mutual support of each other after all these panic rolls.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh, god damn.
Good thing he's in another room separated by a door. There's no line of sight.
Yeah, I'll give that one to you.
Extreme.
Doesn't even
Oh,
matter.
Fine.
Yeah. You definitely are feeling it, but looking through the cameras, you've been here before, you've used them, and so you flip through different ones, and you can see there are actual like rent open plates on the outside of the facility, and you can even see tentacles now flowing in as it seems like one of these creatures has entered the facility somewhere.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, he kind of like silently says to himself, "Well, there's no fixing that."
Explains why you panicked.
Yeah,
Can I do a stunt?
sure. What do you want to do?
Again, just new or unexpected information.
So you see multiples of these creatures. They seem to be like probing the facility. You see some ones similar to the ones that probably attacked you outside, and then you see ones that are significantly larger. And the ones that are larger move about as fast, but they seem to be much more dangerous, as one of them actually like uses its tentacles to pierce into the metal platings that hold the facility together and squeezes itself inside.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Sheegan just kind of like exits the command center. He has this like kind of like 1,000-yard stare on his face, and he's just shaking his head. He says, "We are doomed."
Well,
What do you mean we are doomed? Let me guess. We can't fix station. Can't fix hole in wall.
Perhaps with time, but that is not the issue. The station is covered in these creatures. They are entering the station through holes. We are blocked off from escape. We cannot possibly make it to the subdock. The walk would we'd be vulnerable the whole time.
Where are creatures?
He kind of points in the direction of the monitoring.
Then we go around the other airlock.
What kind of weapons are on board? We're gonna need something to protect ourselves.
Don't you think UPP give us weapons down here?
You got something. I used a harpoon earlier.
If you call harpoon weapon, then we're doomed.
Well, then you can walk out there with a stick and tell me how you feel or fare against those.
You can stay in here and drown. I assume we don't actually have like firearms down here, do we?
no.
Okay, yeah.
I do.
You might be able to find one
I'll leave it
fairly
perfect
old.
again.
Yeah. I mean, you've got bolt guns and like rivet guns, and then like the harpoon guns and the underwater cutting torches. Those are about it. But
okay.
as you guys have spent about 10 minutes talking, each of your stresses goes down by 1.
Oh yeah. Does our panic end?
Yeah, your panic. Anyone panicking will have ended their panic. Unfortunately, as you are kind of walking around, you start to hear the sound of like splashing, and you look down, and water is starting to flood in slowly but surely. After a few minutes, it's at about shin height.
Real quick, Sean. Has enough time passed since I was attacked that my health would have healed?
How long does that take?
It's a turn per health. So
Yeah,
10 to 15
yeah.
minutes per health.
Yeah, you guys have been running around for probably 20 or 30 minutes, so
Okay.
just fixing shit. So
Well, we better make decision fast. We have some tools we can use, but that's it. No guns.
Is there anything Shijin would know about the old station? Is there any old equipment in there that might be useful, or another way of egress?
Not of egress, but that station is currently used as just kind of like a supply area where useless things or things they don't need anymore are put. Let's see.
So what you're saying is there's no decommissioned Russian nuclear submarines there.
Not likely. I mean, let me double check the notes, see if there's anything specific that you would know.
Damn. I'm gonna look to Olga. I'm going to say, don't you have a backup up on top surface? Can't you call them? Tell them to send help?
Maybe. Where's the communications console?
Underwater. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, you
We have a
Shijin would
walkie-talkie
point
to the
command
surface.
center.
yeah.
Say that again, Eric?
But I don't
have-
exactly have a walkie-talkie to the surface.
You come down to base without way to contact team.
Your station was supposed to provide everything needed.
I don't know if the communications are working or not. I can check. Yeah, I'll go back to the command center and see if I can get communications up and running.
Yeah, just you quickly try to figure it out, and it seems like that was one of the things that these creatures hit and broke. So the communication is not accessible, you know.
He shakes his head.
About that.
Back to the other question. The old station is currently where the oil analyzer is. So when they do some of the refinement processes, the oil is then sent through different tubes to the old station, and then once it's analyzed and deemed good, it's then sent out for whoever takes it up to the top. So that's pretty much a fully automated process, but it seems like there's still power going to the old station.
So when we process the oil, somebody has to come and pick it up, right?
It's pumped through like tubes up.
all the way to the surface.
yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
They're not gonna like send.
How big are the tubes?
They would have to be pretty big.
Big enough for a person?
Yeah, I mean you would drown on the way up.
In a hazsuit?
I mean,
It definitely
if the suit keeps out water, it should keep out oil, right?
sure. It would probably take more than 15 minutes for it to try to pump you up. As a human?
Just a suggestion. I don't see anybody else coming up with ideas here. Okay, I'm trying. You're asking the intelligence 2 guy to come up with a plan.
No,
so.
I get it. All right, how about we go to our break? This will be essentially the end of Act 1, and we will be moving into Act 2. So I guess we can go over objectives for Act 1, or is that something we normally do?
Yeah, so you would do our agendas, and if you think that we have succeeded on them, then we get a story point. We don't reveal agendas until the very end of the game, in case they have anything to do with, subplot.
Right.
So you just tell us. You pass judgment on us, Sean. This is your time to shine.
Okay. I would say Shishin achieved his.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Kim, yeah, you achieved yours. And Ivan. Okay, yeah, you definitely achieved yours.
I like that Olga has a little medal on her picture,
Yeah.
marking her out as the commander. Got the Soviet star.
And then Olga's, yeah, so you each achieved your Act 1.
Yes.
And then what can we do with these story points?
They give you an automatic success on a test after you roll the dice. So you can either get an extra success if you rolled a bunch, or if you had no successes, you can give yourself one success. If you panic, that'll still fuck you over, but you can still use it. And they are tied to players, not characters. So you could potentially, if you finish the scenario with any story points, they carry on to any other games you play.
All right. So, listeners, we'll be taking our break now. Yeah, we'll be back in, what is it, like 5-10 minutes? Grab a Dr. Pepper.
Yep, enough time to get Dr. Pepper and think about the poor choices that we've made.
All right. BRB, boys.
Alrighty.
All right. So, you guys were just previously discussing plans and options on what to do next as you tried to find out if there was a way to radio up to the surface. It does not seem like there is, as these creatures have already destroyed the communication system, and the water is now rising. It's probably at about knee height at this point.
Where are the equipment and stuff that we can arm ourselves with?
Since they're all generally related to going out on sea walks, they would be in the airlock.
Okay. I am gonna light up a cigarette and use my my signature item here, which is my cigarette case. So I'll flip that open, kind of tap it a couple times in my hand, and I'm gonna start leading him in that direction. And I'll take a drag on the cigarette. And I'll say to everybody, like, oh, we should gear up. And then I'm gonna how many people did Lou say? I'm sorry, did Lee say that or Lou that the sub holds?
He didn't. He didn't. Yeah, he realized it only holds 2, and he said it's not viable.
Okay. Well, that's the only way Ivan knows to get to the surface at this point, unless there's.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way you know.
I'll ask Kim if she knows anyway.
Well, unless we can suit up and get the elevator working while the section is flooded. I don't know.
Can we get into the elevator anyway from the outside and use it?
I'm probably not, since it would have to be airtight.
Would it, if it was flooded, would it still work?
You have no idea.
I mean, because we could just be in our suits, right? And ride
Right.
the thing up. I guess if need be, but I doubt it would work if it's...
Right. I mean, if with it being under that much pressure and having to be like airtight, if it gets flooded, probably some of the mechanisms aren't going to work anymore.
Oh, it's
You can-
BP. What am I thinking? It's not going to work.
Right. I mean, you can try. I ain't going to stop you from trying, but it is at this point that everyone give me an observation. Let's see what you see. Good old observation.
No. Nope. Ooh, look at these badasses.
All right.
God
Yep.
damn it, Kim.
Nailed it.
Did you reduce your stress by 1?
Did I? Do ye?
I don't know.
I don't know if anybody else used their signature item.
Right.
Oh, I guess I should do that before I suit up, because it's gonna be tough to take a look at this old family photo while I'm on a sea walk.
Right.
Might as well take a peek at that.
Is it laminated,
I
maybe?
I won't fail you. Oh, it's probably like a Polaroid or something, so it's not.
Yeah.
It's like a little of that. Okay, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah. Keeping
Okay.
it together. You're fine. So anyone who passed can see something in the water coming towards you guys.
From where?
Around this area, these hallways.
In the knee-deep water?
Well, it's a little bit higher now. Now it's about waist height.
I'm shouting, go! And running towards the airlock.
All right. Everyone roll me a mobility to see if you can escape this thing before it attacks.
Oh. Help.
All right. So, is everyone happy with their rolls?
I got 2, so I can do the same. Pay back Evan for saving my bacon last time. Kind of grab
Aw.
him and.
That's my girl.
All right. So Ivan and Kim are fast enough to escape before this thing attacks.
I'm gonna
Ow.
push.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
I'm so sorry, man.
Yep.
Well, everyone's stress goes up by
You
1.
motherfucker.
Eric, are you happy with your roll?
I guess I'll try pushing
You
too.
only got 1 stress, man. Yeah.
Olga's not even feeling it. All right, so everyone makes it except Shishin.
Well, Olga, I don't want to choose what your character's going to do, but you could use your stunt to throw a success to Lou.
Yeah.
I don't know how your character feels about him, but you know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. But you know,
What a dick.
As the captain here, get your ass moving, Lou.
oh now she's a captain. First she's an
Yeah.
investigator, now she's a captain. I see. Definitely
Hey.
works for the state.
Now, Chris, for if a creature is chasing you guys, would it be an opposed mobility check?
I think that's fair. Yeah,
Okay.
especially now that we've all made our rolls. So, yeah. Oh, what the fuck is this thing?
2 successes.
Well,
Okay. Well, looks like we're going to combat. So, Shishin, Liu, we got you over here. We got Ivan. We got him. We got Olga.
is Maria and the other what's her name? Anya still here?
Maria's here. Anya doesn't have a token because she is comatose.
Is she strapped to the bed nearby? Is she like in this area on the gurney?
She's strapped to the gurney, and I've been assuming that Kim Pham is just wheeling her away through this water.
Okay.
All right. So everyone, roll initiative.
Where the fuck did my initiative tracker go? Hold on. There it is.
That's incorrect. It should be linked.
That's not correct.
Oh, Kim with the 1. Yes. Fuck these monsters.
So fast. I just need to. Uh oh.
Oh no, it's speed 3? No.
Oh, that's what that means. Okay, so
Oh, what a dick. Stupid monster.
yeah. So what you guys see, sort of flowing through the water, this translucent sort of bubble-like top, and these tentacles that push away. It's basically a gigantic jellyfish.
Okay.
So there.
Can you share the artwork?
Yeah. Let's see. How do I do that?
Right click on its actor token. Or not its token, on its actor thing.
Profile. Yeah. View
And then go
character
to-
artwork.
And then there's
Show
a show.
players.
Yep.
How big is this thing?
About 2.5, maybe 3 feet.
Tall or wide?
Long, I guess, since it's coming
Long.
at you horizontally. But like, yeah,
Okay.
so it would be from the top of its like helm thing to the
Mhm.
bottom of its tentacles is about 3 feet. So
Okay.
it's not like small, but it is still sizable enough to grab
It's
you.
not a giant squid. That's okay. That's
No.
good to know.
So it is moved into engagement range with Shishin. But top of the order is Kim Pham.
Well, I don't really want to run in and punch this thing. So I think what I want to do is kind of continue around the corner to the supply depot and the airlock and try to find like a spare harpoon or something like that.
Sure.
Take Anya. Get the bolt gun.
A bolt gun.
Okay.
Not
So
a Space Marine bolt gun. Alien
Yeah.
bolt gun. Way different.
Space Marine bolt gun would fuck. All right, so you can give
really
me
be
a
tough to shoot in a pressurized ski lab, I imagine. Also,
yeah. So you can give me an observation to rummage through the different lockers and try to find an item that would help you. In this case, a bolt gun or a harpoon.
observation. Okay. Well, there's some successes in there. Well, let's see what this number is.
Oh,
Oh,
damn it.
Everyone's panic goes up by 1, but you do find.
Stop.
So roll a d6 on a 1, 2, 3. It'll be a harpoon gun. On a 4, 5, 6. It'll be a bolt gun. Harpoon gun.
Well, that's disappointing.
It would be the same one. It's under rifles. The ASSO 400 harpoon grapple gun.
Which is a one-shot, right?
You have to reload it unless you crank the harpoon back, but I think that first one took off with the harpoon that you shot it with, didn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So you would just have to reload yours. Each one of them would come with like 2, I guess, reloads, so you get 3 shots total. Not great, but all right, next turn would be the creature. It was gonna target Shishin Liu.
Mess me up.
All right. So it is going to attack.
Tentacles
roll
reach
something?
out and drag the player away into the blackness of the next zone.
Oh.
8
doesn't-
base dice, damage 1. But it did not get any successes.
Did not hit, so nothing happens. As this thing approaches you, it lashes out with these tentacles, trying to wrap around your waist and legs and drag you underneath. But it fails, and it is now Ivan's turn.
Okay. If Shinlu wasn't my rival, I would probably go help him. But I think because he's my rival, I'm not going to totally abandon him. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to get into the room and get a bolt gun, or a ranged weapon at least, and then I will at least take a shot. But I'm not going into close combat with this thing.
Okay.
And I will shout and or push Maria to get her ass in the room as well.
Okay.
So yes, I will go into the airlock and see if I can find, preferably, I'm specifically looking for the bolt gun. I do not want the harpoon gun.
Okay. So give me an observation to look.
Yes!
Okay. So rummaging through, you find in the last locker a single bolt gun with 1 reload.
Okay. I will make sure it's loaded. I assume I can't shoot the creature this turn.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, then I will prepare to engage next turn. And,
Okay.
Make sure at least Maria's in here.
All right. It's going to attack again. Bioluminescence display. They're called Vodyanoi. Flashes bright lights and colors, erupting in a dazzling display used to mesmerize and stun their prey. The target gains +1 stress and must make a wits roll or be stunned and lose their next slow action. So, Shishin, your stress goes up by 1, and please roll me a wits.
And this
Perfect.
this you wouldn't roll stress on this because it's an attribute test. So just I don't know if there's a way to, yeah.
All right, you succeed. You are not stunned.
Just tank it for one more turn.
Yeah. Yeah. He's especially good at that too.
So far you're doing really good.
All right. Move up closer and go after Olga.
Oh, now's your chance.
Oh. Tentacle Lash. So the largest of this beast's tentacles whips at its poor target. 9
shit.
base dice and damage 2.
Huh.
2 successes, so that will be 3 damage.
Sean, you said this bolt gun had 2 reloads or 1?
I think 1.
1, okay. Now, Eric, if you have any weapons, you can give up a fast action to make an attempt to block. You can make a close combat roll, and every success you get will cancel one of his successes.
Okay.
Otherwise,
so I do
you
have,
just gotta rely on your armor.
so I do have a knife on me.
Nice.
Are we still in the dive suits?
Hey, if you didn't take them off, yeah.
Okay. I'll just use the knife.
All right.
What a man.
So do I roll the knife attack? Or do I roll the combat skill?
Yeah, because you do get the bonus from the knife if it has any, so just make an attack and then your successes cancel out its successes.
All right. So just 1 success left, unless you want to push.
Not yet, no.
Okay. So then you are taking 2 damage. You can roll your 4 armor.
It's on your general tab. There you go.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, so close.
Damn.
So you take 2 damage.
Okay.
And then we are on to Shishin Liu's turn.
Okay, so we are still in like the same area that had like the filtration system and all of that, right?
Right. So you guys are making your way towards the airlock. So you're basically in the hallway right next to it.
I want to know if there's like some way I can like use like a nearby console or some of the, you know, electronics in the area to you know, maybe put like some sort of like low energy pulse, so I'm not like giving all of us heart attacks, but something that might interfere with like this thing's electrical, you know, system, something like that.
With there being so much water around you, I don't think there's going to be a way to really harness electricity and use a pulse to weaken it.
Okay.
You just drop a toaster nearby him.
I mean, that's an option, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, then I'm just gonna run.
Okay. You can give me a mobility roll to try to get into the airlock,
Cool.
since you were technically the farthest behind.
Oh no.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of
Technically, it works, yeah. So you panic, seeking cover. You can't really sprint in this almost waist-high water now. So, but you are moving as fast as you can, using your hands to pull on different doorways and pieces of metal. You can to move as quickly as you can and get to a safe spot. And you find yourself tucked away into the airlock, hiding at the very end by one of the lockers, trying to avoid all of the sounds and sights that have pushed you to this level. Your stress does go down by 1, but everyone else's goes up by 1.
You motherfuckers.
Welcome to my world.
All right. Top of the order, or no, it's Olga now. So I think you used a slow action to defend, so now you have a fast action.
Fast action to defend.
Oh, so then you have a slow action.
Okay. Can I shoot it with my pistol with that?
I believe so.
Yes,
No,
but
actually-
shooting when you're engaged in combat, there is a negative to hit.
Okay. I think I'm gonna use my knife. I think it's better anyways in combat.
All right. Give the stab.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab down in it.
Nice. That's 2 successes. Do you want to push for more?
No.
All right, so you're gonna use your stunt to do an extra damage.
Yes.
So the knife is damage 1, so that would be 2.
It says knife is damage 2.
Oh, and you've
Yeah,
done 3.
Knives are legit, dude.
Yeah. So you stab it down into this centerpiece, this like translucent, almost semicircle, and you can see this bioluminescent, like greenish blood, kind of spilling out into the water around it, just making this dark cloud as it writhes around your attack, and tentacles slash out angrily. Way to go! All right, now we're back up to Kim. Did Kim panic? She did.
Yeah, I got a twitch.
Okay.
On that one.
The
All right.
twitch does not stay in effect. So you're not actually panicked.
Oh, okay.
It's only when you roll a panic that remains like in play you stay as panicked. So if you get twitch or drop item, those don't remain in play.
Okay. And then seek cover would end next turn. So after
Yeah,
one
so
round, he's normal.
he is still panicking. Tim's character is, but Matt's character is not.
Okay, cool. All right, so
Okay.
Kim, you've got your nice harpoon gun.
Yeah, I'll try that. Can I shoot at the blob creature?
Chris, there's no issues shooting into combat, right?
Technically, no.
Okay.
Not rules as written.
Okay.
I'll take it.
All right.
I mean, you know what my answer would be to that, but
I mean, if you panic and you roll, a bad panic, maybe you'll hit Olga.
that's fair.
It's okay. I'm just gonna.
Oh, you know
drop-
what you could do too, Matt, is if you want to give up your fast action to aim, you can get 2 bonus dice.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I have to do anything else, right?
Well, unless it attacks you, in which case you won't have any actions to defend yourself with, but,
Right.
you know. That's the trade-off.
Well, it won't if it's dead. Oh, wait, I didn't do the two things. Well, I still have my action then, because I don't know how to add it afterwards, or add it in the first place.
I mean, you could just roll 2 more dice. If you want.
I could. No. I don't know if
I mean,
that's
you're already panicking. It's not like you can panic worse, right?
It's true.
Let's see it. Nice. Frozen.
Oof.
Oh, no. Well, no. If it's a 10 or higher, your shot misses.
Yeah. So your stress and the stress of all PCs in short range, which I believe
Oh
is
my
everyone,
God.
goes up by 1. Yeah. And now it is the creature's turn. And it will attack Olga, who just did some big damage to it. It's going to try to stun you. So the bioluminescent display. So it flashes these bright lights. Your stress goes up by 1, and you must make a wits roll or be stunned.
I believe in you, Commander.
Commandant Olga.
Nope.
Oof. Oh wait, hold on. You wouldn't panic
Oh,
though.
that's right. You don't roll stress because it's an attribute test. So
Yeah.
you don't panic, but you didn't pass.
Right. Can you push attribute tests?
No, because you're not rolling stress.
Okay. All right. So you are stunned. Ivan, it's your turn.
So who's in the airlock right now? Everybody except Olga?
Yeah.
Are all the suits and stuff in here that we suit up with, like all of our gear that's normally in here too?
Yeah.
All right. I am shutting the door. And as the door shuts, I'm going to shout, "Das Vidanya, comrade, good luck!" I'm going to shut the door, and then I'm going to start making sure that well, at least myself and Kim and Maria have equipment. and start putting on like suits and stuff.
You guys would also have to like suit up Anya if you plan on bringing the comatose person.
I want to worry about myself first. Okay, we'll get to them in a minute. But yeah. And I guess, Kim's panicking right now, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, they both are. Well,
You asshole.
I don't have command. I could try command, but it's only 2 dice. So,
You know who does?
Yeah. Well, I can just carry her. I don't need to snap her out of her stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna just get gear on myself and on Kim, and like basically spend my action making sure we're fully suited, and I'll shout for Maria to do the same.
Yeah, she starts suiting up, hands shaking. I've got to increase her stress because a whole bunch of things happened just now. All
I
right.
started this fight at 0 stress. I have not been attacked, and now I'm at 4 stress.
Hey man,
This
that's
game's fucking awesome.
how that goes. All right. I am so sorry, Eric, but it is now the lesser creature's turn, as it is going to again, with you being the only prey. Oh, 6. Spike
That's
attack.
not good.
Oh my god, 12 dice!
Oh boy.
Oh, and if you take any damage, you suffer an immediate critical. That's fun.
Yeah.
At least you still have all your actions.
No, he was stunned.
What does stun do? Oh, lose a slow
Lose a
action.
slow
He
action.
says 1 fast action.
1 fast.
So he'll be fine. It only has 2 back-to-back attacks against you. He'll be fine.
It only got 1 6. Jeez. So can he block with a fast action?
Yes. So you have to choose, Eric, if you want to block this one or save it for the next attack. And hope your armor. I mean, this is probably as bad as going to get because it rolled a 6.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the critical could be anything from like a nosebleed to you're dead. So,
Yeah.
Okay. I will try and block with my knife.
Okay, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, king!
wow, 4 successes. But
All right. Let's roll that stress. Come on, get a low roll, right? Tremble, easy.
he lives.
Not even hard. Olga Kromarenko, elite commando person, parries this giant spike with her knife. Way to go. All right,
that was incredible.
Yeah.
Actually, hold up 1 second.
Nope.
I believe you can do a counterattack with your stunts.
Ooh,
I think.
that's a good point. I have no idea.
I think that's in the core rulebook, which I don't have here. I think it's under when you block. However, you could also. Oh no! Here's what you do, Eric. You use one of your stunts to swap initiative, so you go before its next attack.
I don't have any more.
No, because you had a hit and 3 stunts.
Mhm.
It only had 1 success, so you still have 3 successes left.
He already used his fast and his slow action.
Yeah. My slow action because I was stunned, my fast because
Oh,
of
that's
this
okay.
block.
You can
But-
counterattack. If you are attacking close combat, you can choose to block to avoid being hit. Blocking is fast action, and you roll for close combat. For each success you roll, choose an effect below: decrease damage, counterattack, or disarm. So you can perform a counterattack, dealing damage to the attacker equal to the damage rating of your weapon. You cannot spend additional successes to increase the damage of your counterattack.
Okay, so yeah, you spend
I
1 to block, and then 1 to do 2
damage.
damage. And then what you do is you use your other one to swap initiative and go to initiative 2. And if you survive, then next turn you'll go before the creature does it all, and the creature will have all the initiatives at the end.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So you take the 2, and then it gets the 7.
Well, it only had 2 HP left, Eric.
Oh, what a loss! I
So
told
you have-
you could do it.
You have successfully killed the creature.
But just one of them, right? Or is there only one there?
There was only one attacking you guys. It's just because these creatures have 3 attacks a turn.
Ah. I'm gonna go bang on the door and say, "Let me in, you assholes."
All right.
If I can operate the airlock, I'll let her in.
Yeah. So to your surprise, you hear a banging on the airlock. Shishin, you recover from your stress and are able to open the airlock up and find that Olga has succeeded or survived, covered in blood, but still alive.
Thanks for the help.
Your glorious UPP
It's dead.
commander, you didn't need help.
Next time I'll leave you out to fight it.
What the hell was that?
You tell me, you've been living here.
Who cares? Giant squid monster. Let's go. At this point, if no one has, I will suit up Anya.
Okay.
And I will carry her if no one else does.
We'll do that. I'm gonna I have one of my napper leaves. I'm gonna slip that to Ivan. We may need these soon. Or now.
Yeah, pop in the nap relief.
All right.
The signature item gives back a stress, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Right. I'm gonna rub my bravery medal on my chest.
You definitely earned it, Olga. You earned that.
That is fair. I see why you got the medal. You might have actually deserved it.
You might actually be glorious UPP super soldier.
Yep.
Don't know.
Even if it was thrust upon you with no decision of your own.
But deserving for sure. All right, so you all spend the next few minutes suiting up, trying to find any equipment available, suiting Anya up, and then attaching all of the hoses to your suits, making sure to bring emergency air tank, and letting the airlock fill with water so you can walk out into the darkness beyond.
Question before we go.
Mhm.
Is there enough time for us to lose a point of stress? Or is this just too chaotic?
It's way too chaotic, yeah.
All right. Tim, if you didn't use your
I was just
signature
gonna
item
say-
yet, I was going to say you might want to.
I would like to open my novel, and he reads a passage from it. He's reading Dostoevsky's famous work Crime and Punishment, as he kind of like gives Ivan the fucking side eye.
I was
Really
sick-
sticking it down.
I was secretly hoping it was Moby Dick, but that works.
You may decrease your stress by 1.
All right, and he'll find some time just to kind of whisper to Olga, and he says, Ivan is a criminal. He cannot get out of here alive. He tried to kill you.
At this point, none of us make it out of here alive.
I see where the line's been drawn.
We just separate the characters.
Yeah. We got the 2 NPCs, though, so,
True.
even if one of them is unconscious and comatose.
Maria, there you are. All right. Where are you guys going now?
We need to get to this airlock, don't we?
If you're going to the subdock, yeah, that would be the only way in.
How tall are these tunnels from the ocean floor?
Maybe 10, 15 feet. Just being reinforced metal plating.
Is there any way to climb over them when you're out there? Are there any rungs to pull on, or are these suits? Can we swim at all in these suits, or are we weighted to the floor?
You're generally weighted down.
Okay.
There would definitely be maintenance rungs so you can get up there and do maintenance and repairs, yeah. And Ivan, having been out here before, you would be able to find them if you needed.
So we could, in theory, cross over this instead of having to go all the way around?
Yeah.
If I think that would be faster, which in Ivan's little mind it probably would be, that's what he would be thinking.
Sure. I mean, you guys do whatever you guys want to do.
Well, we know one breach was in monitoring and one in food. So we can expect to see some of those creatures on either side there. I think it's about a 50-50 shot either way, whether we see them on this side or that side.
I think we're better staying near base. That way we can't get lost. If we go around outside, we could get pushed away or dragged out, not find way back. Plus, we have a little more cover.
Yeah, let's cut through then.
All right. So let's see.
So Shijin is going to like be in the rear of this formation as we start to like exit the airlock and start heading off. He's gonna kind of like hang back, like he's like doubled over, catching his breath. And if anybody kind of looks back, like to check on him, he just kind of waves them ahead. I'll catch up. And then when he sees nobody's looking at him, he starts trundling towards the nuclear core.
Okay. You would have to give, I guess, like a stealth, or if no one's gonna check on him and look back, then.
I mean, I don't think I'm necessarily looking for him. I was gonna say Ivan's gonna go in front, carrying Anya over his shoulder. Make sure she's got an air thing hooked up as well. Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm not actively looking for him, so do with that as you will.
Okay. Ogla, are you trying to pay attention to him? Or are you more focused on things around you, or?
I mean, I'm trying to keep us all moving so that we
Okay.
can get the hell out of here.
If he waves you off and is like, "I'll catch up," I'm just catching my breath. Would you wait, or?
I don't know if I'd wait, but I guess just kind of keep an eye on him. I probably would watch to see if he like turns around and keeps going.
Okay.
I feel like coming from like a military unit, I would probably not like just let somebody fall behind.
Yeah. All right. What is the stealth, Chris? Is it
It's mobility.
okay?
So probably mobility versus observation.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I would have them do your roles as private to the GM because it's opposed. That way only Sean can see it and you can see it, and then you can decide if you need to push your roll or not since it's opposed.
yeah, sounds good to me.
Okie. This is not my best score ever.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can see your guys' rolls because I'm a GM technically, but won't say anything.
So do I click it first and then choose private?
You can do that.
No.
Yeah. No. In your
In
above
chat.
the chat log. That little
Okay.
drop-down menu.
Okay, and then do I hit? Which one am I doing? Observation.
Observation. Yeah.
Oh, hey, we
I
got
would
a new YouTube subscriber. Nice.
I would like to use my story point for an automatic success.
Okay.
Damn.
Eric, are you good with that?
I'm good.
Okay. So, Shishin, you will need to roll a stress. You got one success. Olga got 2 successes. So, all right, Shishin, you keep it together. Unfortunately, Olga does see you start to slink off.
Okay.
Oh, now Olga's got to make a decision.
Real commissar moment.
Yep. I mean, if you shoot him dead, then we're all still together.
Right?
Just saying.
Do we have like comms in our suits?
Yeah, you guys have like little radios that let you talk to each other.
Do we have like private channels to like just talk to one person, or is it like a community thing?
Yeah, it's definitely only like community. They're not providing separate sub channels.
What do you think this is? The Colonial Marines?
Right. Wow, I didn't know we had Batman over here. Come on.
You know
What
what?
is this?
I am from an elite unit of commandos. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so you have that, but none of us do. So you can privately berate each of us, but we can.
My manager keeps calling me and yelling at me, but I can't answer.
Ying, where are you headed?
He says the docking bay for the submarine, it needs to be reconnected to the power. I will reconnect the power. You will survive. Do not let Ivan leave this station. I'm like obviously lying. Manipulation.
Well, I mean, everybody
Yeah.
heard you, so
What was that
does
last
somebody
thing?
want to call him out?
Oh, yeah, I guess if everybody hears me, I wouldn't say the thing about Ivan. Or would I? No, I'll keep that to myself.
I think it's pretty fair. We know how we feel about each other.
Yeah. No, I'll leave that part out.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Can we make a test? Do we know if that's true or not?
you know, like the sub dock is not used, so it probably does not have power. You don't know if he can reconnect the power, but he technically, Tim thought he was lying. He's not. It is unpowered.
I mean, what is it, like a fucking electric submarine? It's got to be fucking charged in like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the dock is closed, and so there would need to be some amount of power to turn on, like the opening at the top of the building, so that the sub can then float out of it.
So is it like the roof opens up?
Yeah.
Could I, in theory, cut through it with the cutting torch?
Probably not.
Fuck.
That is probably not the option.
Just get the squid guys to do it.
Yeah, I mean, for all you know, they could have already done that. That's true. You don't know.
Well, I mean, if I hear that, I'll stop and look at Kim and Maria and see, just try to gauge what they might be thinking. Obviously, I don't want to say anything because we're on the open comms.
Yeah, Maria's just kind of stressedly looking around. She doesn't seem to really have anything to say too much right now.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I mean, he's my rival, so I think I would. Yeah, I'll just say it over the comms, like to the two of them. Is that true? Sub pen need power.
As far as I know, yeah. And that's Maria.
I'll look at Kim.
I would, but wouldn't it be easier to do that from inside the station?
Not if command center's flooded. Do we know where we powered up from?
You don't. I mean, none of you have really spent a lot of time in the subdock. You weren't the people who were assigned to it. But, I mean, there are power generators and minor battery areas kind of all throughout the station. So if there's one that's in the subdock, you might be able to find it.
I don't suppose we have any schematics or anything like that, do we?
No.
Okay.
That would have, if you had a console, you maybe could access that, but just as it currently is, no.
I'll look at Kim. What do you think? I do not trust him.
I don't really know what to make of that. I do think we need to get to the dock and hope we can activate the power from there. Unless we want to wander around the station, and I guess we could just follow him, ensure that it's on, and then we can continue.
Okay. Well, if that's what Kim suggests, then I will lead the three of us towards the station, or the substation.
Okay. And
I
what
mean,
is Olga doing?
If I can see Olga or Lou from where we are, we'll follow them. But if not, then we'll just make our way towards the station.
Yeah, Shishin kind of hung back pretty early, so you guys had already started to climb up and were making your way while Olga waited for him. So
Okay.
yes, over here. What's Olga doing?
Um, I'm gonna try and go with Shishing. Like we shouldn't uh split up by ourselves.
Yeah, if he sees her following him, he'll yell again, like, "Make your way to the submarine. There are only 2 seats."
Oh, now that we hear that,
He says, "I've spent 25 years down here. This place is my life's work. I'm not leaving."
Will the submarine make it to the surface?
He kind of nods, and his suit, his big bobblehead bobs up and down.
You better be right. I'll leave him on his mission.
He says quietly, like, but over the Vox, he's like, "If I'm right, you're dead. If I'm wrong, you're dead."
All right. So you make your way with the others towards the subdock area, and Shishin is going towards the nuclear reactor.
core. Yeah.
Okay, what's going on with that?
So his plan is to access the the controls for the nuclear reactor and force a meltdown and cause just a chain reaction explosion to take out the whole base and all of these aliens.
Okay.
Whoa, sea creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically sea creatures.
I
All right.
mean, they're technically
Oh, we
aliens
are.
because we're on another planet. So
No, you're right. I'll see
Well,
myself.
we're the aliens.
So are you trying to do that before they get to the dock?
Yeah, as soon as possible, as soon as I possibly can.
Oh, what a dick! I love it.
Okay.
I mean, like my dream for how this like plays out is it just puts like a timer on like them having to like get the sub up and running.
Yeah,
But you're
it's
the
the
game
end of
master.
a
you
Resident
know.
Evil game.
Right, exactly.
Okay. All right. So okay. You guys get to the outside of the airlock, and it is unpowered, currently closed.
Fuck. Or whatever fuck is in Russian.
Blit.
Blah.
Yeah.
Blyat.
Yeah, bliat.
I will I will hand Anya over to Maria, and I will try to use the cutting torch, see if I can cut into this area.
Yeah, okay. So go ahead and just make a heavy machinery roll.
All right, we're gonna do the power. So the reason I think it rolled 6 dice last time is because I had both the weapon and the tool equipped, so it was glitching out with the power.
Okay.
Not that it mattered because I didn't roll any, but okay. So that, and you said heavy machinery.
Yep.
Alrighty. Big money, big prizes. Show me potato salad. Yes.
A success. Takes a little bit of time, but you are able to start cutting through the door, and then with a bit of teamwork, you guys all sort of wrench it open. It is unpowered, so it means it's not resisting you. It is just a heavy door underwater. Back,
do we lift it, or does it open side to side?
I was imagining side to side.
Are we able to try to close it at all once we get it open?
You can, close it a little bit. Yeah, it'd be hard to probably get it fully closed, but you can make it so those things would have a hard time getting in for sure.
As much as we can. If we can actually get the doors back together, then I would try to seal them with the cutting torch. But if we can't get them, then we'll just close them as much as we can.
Yeah, probably not fully, but you close them as much as you can.
Okay.
And then back to Shishin. All right. So give me a observation. Since you have never been over here, you need to find the console and panels with which to cause a nuclear meltdown.
Okay. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, easy. Not bad. No one's in short range.
Yes.
Your stress goes up, but no one's there to feel it. So with your little helmet lamp trudging through the waters, you do eventually find sort of like a maintenance area with a doorway. You open it up and can see the different consoles that would be necessary to make changes to the nuclear reactor. You're going to need a comtech to actually get into them because they wouldn't let anyone just fuck around with
Okay.
nuclear power, but oh boy.
I mean, it is a UPP power plant, so
You see, that's why only one success is necessary. Oh my god.
This is where my character starts succeeding at things.
Yeah.
yeah.
12 base dice comtech, easy. You got some
Wow.
stunts. You got 3 stunts you could do.
I just speed up the process. I'll do it as fast as possible.
All right. You start logging in and start messing with things. So how are you trying to like set this up so it explodes or melts down, causes radiation?
I mean, I would prefer cinematically for a catastrophic explosion.
Cool. I
Man,
dig it.
dude, underwater explosion.
I dig it. All right. So roll me a d10, and that's how many turns it will be. So a turn is 5 to 10 minutes. So
Oh, okay. Well,
Nine.
you guys got some time.
yeah, okay. So we're gonna, you start this chain reaction. Unfortunately, since the UPP is pretty shitty, it is a slow reaction, and the systems aren't doing so well. Roll me a d6 now.
Okay.
A 1 or 2, something bad's gonna happen. Nope, you're good. So now you're free to do whatever Shishin wants while he waits for the end.
Yeah, probably just go to like the old station, get in the airlock, take off his helmet, and yeah, he's just gonna kind of like sit there waiting for the end, kind of read his book and just
Okay, yeah, so you're just hanging out inside the airlock to the old
Yeah.
station. You can hear humming, like the sound of machinery coming from inside the old station, but that makes sense as this is where the oil, analysis machine is.
I guess I'll go in there just to see, what's going on in there, see if there's anything interesting or notable in there.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys make your way into the subdock.
Is there any indication of this meltdown yet?
Nope, you have no
Okay.
idea anything's happening. What
Okay.
you see is a Baikel deep water submersible. It's basically just a sphere, and you can see it is very small. 2 people can fit into this. It would be cramped. It seems to have been made probably for surveys as opposed to being used to go up and down for supply runs. It is currently dormant, held in these giant metallic clamps holding it sort of above a pool of water.
So, is this area flooded or is it dry?
It is flooded.
Okay, so we're walking completely submerged, right? We're totally underwater.
Correct.
Okay, and it's dormant, and you said it's got like a retractable roof, right? And that's closed.
You can't see quite up to the top, but you would
Okay.
assume. The area is currently unpowered, so all you're able to see is just different flashes with your lamps.
Well, since we don't know that he's overloading the reactor and he said he's going to go turn on the power, then I'd probably radio over to him. Lou, I thought you were going to get power on. How do we start sub?
You probably just hear him like chuckle. And he says, "I'll see you in hell, Ivan."
If you guys could see Ivan's face, it goes flush red with anger, and he starts just a tirade of swearing in Russian, and will furiously start looking for a way to power this thing on or start it.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
Yeah, looking around for like consoles or access panels. Like, gotta be something in the subdoc that.
Yeah. So you can see both of you sort of looking around. Ivan looking at the actual sub, and Fam looking sort of for like a console or something to sort of operate this. You find a console that's turned off. It doesn't seem like it's powered, and Ivan finds that you can open the doors to the submersible and get inside. But on the inside, there is a slot where you would normally power on the submersible with what look like 3 different indentations, but they are empty.
Do they look like anything we would recognize?
Look
Yeah,
like
one
pretty
is
big
shaped
batteries.
like a golden lion, and one is a red vulture, and the third one is a snake.
Yeah,
Moon crest, star crest, sun crest.
Yeah, there we go.
3 squares that are probably big batteries.
I start looking for
Yeah, I
batteries.
guess get out and start looking.
I can't
Wait, I think-
believe this. They put sub down here. It's not even ready.
I think Chris got there, but I was making a Resident Evil joke just
Yeah.
to put that right on the table in case.
Hell yeah, I got there. You know I got there for Resident Evil.
Everyone roll me a wits.
Wits! Oh,
Wit.
I got this, guys. Are you ready? Boom!
Easy. Wow, Olga. 2 successes.
You're still on private, Olga.
Oh,
Doesn't matter. 2 successes. And Kim. So anyone with a success can generally figure out the batteries aren't here. You take some time, look. Not really anywhere else they could be. Kim, you remember that they are powering the oil analyzer with one of these batteries.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, we need 3 batteries, right?
You don't know. One could probably get you up to the surface, but none of you have ever driven this thing.
What is this? Fucking death trap.
Yep. And Shishin, you walk inside and see this oil analyzer, different pumps and tubes of oil going in and giving out various purity readings on a console. And you see, damn, that's one of the batteries they would need to power the sub. Just locked into the oil analyzer powering this thing.
Yeah, he just has a good laugh at that.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's already got this sucker rigged to blow, so that is his fate. So he's just gonna kind of like, yeah, lean back against the battery and just kind of relax.
All right. So what do you guys do?
So since Lou took his helmet off, right? You could probably hear in the distance in the microphone or the headpiece of the helmet. You can hear Ivan obviously screaming and shouting in the background in the distance. And then I'm gonna like look to Olga and be like, if you don't know any other way to power sub, we have to go get that battery now. And I guess we're gonna have to haul ass over there.
no.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna pull rank.
Oh shit! What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna tell Shing and Ivan that. Well, okay. I'm gonna pull rank on Shing and tell him he needs to deliver that battery as soon as possible, so that we can get off. So that I can get off this fucking base.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay. How does the pull rank talent work?
So I can use my command skill to order other non-officer PCs and NPCs around as long as they belong to the same organization as you.
Okay.
Uh,
So I guess
and
you
I
have
can
to.
and I can force some. If successful, the target must follow your order, even if it means harm or danger to themselves.
All right.
So
So roll a command check as you yell into this.
Is this a pose, or you just make the command check?
oh fuck.
Yeah. Fuck you, Commander.
I guess it doesn't matter. Roll your stress.
Well, no, it might matter if it's opposed.
Oh.
It is opposed. It's against the target's manipulation.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
Shishin, you can roll a manipulation as she tells you to bring that fucking battery.
Right. Here we go.
Hey, one success. But you both are stressed.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he starts to really feel the regret, of putting her life in danger. That was not his goal.
Oh my
but
god, fuck you, Olga.
But he says over the radio, he says, "Aye, Commander, I'm on my way."
You passed. You
I know.
resisted.
I know. He's not actually on his way.
Oh man.
That didn't work.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys in the subdoc see Olga yell into her command module and then almost freeze up as she panics. And everyone's stress goes up by 1.
Awesome.
So cool.
I look to Kim and Maria and say, we need to go get the battery ourselves. And I'm going to make my way towards the door and start to pry it open again.
Okay. Yeah. You guys
And
work
then-
together, pry it open, and
Attempt to haul ass.
yeah. So I will say it will take probably 30 minutes to get to the old station from where you are. 3 turns. A successful mobility will reduce it to 2 turns. And if someone gets, a stunt, you can reduce it. No, I'm not. 20 minutes is.
I think that's fair. Just
Okay.
one test.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about stunts. That's fine.
All right. So,
Oh boy, mobility, eh?
hey. You passed.
Do we all need to make the test, or just one of us?
I think since you have the lowest mobility.
Yeah, mine is just 5.
I think that's
Actually, no. Kim Pham would be the lowest.
yeah. I'll do one, sure. Nothing.
All right. So you see Kim starting to fall behind. You're trucking along. Is
Can I
Olga-
give my stunt to her to give her the success?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
So-
I'll give that to her. Maria's on her own. She's gotta pull her own weight here. Unless she decides not to come with us, but okay. 3 stress.
Oh man.
Sorry, Maria.
Oh shit.
Cool.
Well, we all hear her scream.
Is
She
she
left-
screaming over comms?
Yeah. Of course.
Damn it.
Everyone has to make a panic roll.
Love it. This game's so fucking good.
Keeping it together, Ivan. Keeping it together, fam. Way to go.
I'll say to Kim, don't listen to her. Keep moving.
All right. So you guys make it in about 15-ish, almost 20 minutes to this airlock over here. Is Olga coming with them, or is Olga staying, or?
I mean, we
Yeah.
left her behind as she
Yeah, because I think
panicked,
I
but-
froze.
I mean, she's only panicked for like one round.
Yeah, so 10 seconds later, you'd be fine.
Okay. Yeah, I guess at this point we all sticking together.
You get to run past a screaming Maria, just standing in the middle of the water.
Stress test. Or no? What's a panic? What's a panic
yeah,
roll do I roll?
No, that is
No.
a panic. That's right.
Well, no,
Okay.
you shouldn't have been panicked, because
Oh,
they would have all, your panic would have ended after a round, and then you would have been out in the sea. So it should
So
have just
what-
been.
What is your current stress level at?
6.
So you would have had a 7,
Which is fine.
which
Nervous
no, seven,
twitch.
7 is stress goes up by 1 for everybody nearby, so it would just be her.
Right.
But you're not panicked anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I turn it off? Oh, there it goes.
I think you right click. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can actually do it on your own character sheet. I'm not sure.
You can. Yeah, you right click it. All right. So Olga and Maria are a little bit further behind. You guys get into the airlock. It depressurizes, and you find yourself at the old station.
I've got the bolt gun ready in case he tries to attack us, because I'm super suspicious of what's going on here.
Oh yeah, I should probably reload this thing as well. My
All right.
super practical harpoon gun.
Shishin, you hear the airlock going off and alerting you to people have now arrived at the old station. What are you gonna do?
Nothing. Yeah, he'll just kind of like sit there calmly, like waiting, like in the corner, in the shadows. But yeah, I'm not gonna attack them or anything like that. He's just kind of like resigned and laid back.
All right. You two open the door and see the same thing that he would have seen. This large different tubes with oil pumping through, going to this console, and then it pumping out just kind of like a purity reading. And you can see the hum of machinery, or hear the hum of machinery, and then that pretty large, maybe like 2 foot long, a foot wide block that is this submarine battery that I guess is also capable of powering an oil analyzer.
I mean, it makes sense if you can use things for multi-purpose.
Yeah.
If we don't see Lou right away, I'm gonna kind of be like side by side, back to back to Kim, and kind of. I'm assuming he heard us, because I'm assuming the airlock is loud.
It is not quiet.
So
Yeah.
I'll shout, Lou, where are you? And start making our way towards the battery.
Yeah. You start to stomp your way in. Is Leo hiding, or?
No, he's just like out of the way and not sitting in the way of the battery or trying to be confrontational. He's just kind of like relaxing.
All right. Well, you guys see him sort of in the corner reading his book and just basically ignoring you, right?
Can
Yeah.
we tell that the place has been set to melt down at this point when we're in here? Or is it not obvious?
I have no idea how that honestly works. I'm gonna roll a D100, Chris. High or low?
Oh, hi.
69. Nice.
You know it.
All right.
Oh,
62.
yes.
Really
Yes.
close. As you were passing by the nuclear core, you definitely got a feeling that things were kind of going out of control. Was not normal.
I mean, what I imagine when we walk in, like, the fucking alarms are going off and shit, and then Lou's just chilling there, like, super calm, like, chill state, and we're all like, what the fuck are you doing, you lunatic?
You probably see like some klaxons, but since this is the old station made before the primary station, probably not as probably not anywhere near as hectic as it would be on the main station.
All right. Well, I'd say something dramatic like, what did you do, you son of a bitch?
Said, I made sure you could no longer sabotage my UPP.
I will spit, say fuck you, and fuck your UPP. And I will stomp over and grab that battery.
Yeah, you remove it from the casing, no longer powering the oil analyzer. You can hear the machine slow down and the process stop. And you now have the battery that might save your life.
I'll just
Get moving.
give him a stare of daggers and then motion for Kim to come with me and just stomp off.
Yeah. All right, so you guys make your way back outside with roughly 50-ish minutes left.
Plenty of time.
Takes, again, 30 minutes to get there, but you can make a mobility check to try to move faster.
All right. Has Olga and Maria caught up to us at this point, or do we meet them on the way back?
You would meet them on the way back, because they failed, so...
Okay. Well, Kim, you've got the lower one, so you got to make the test here.
Alright, we got a very good panic on my one.
Oh my
die.
god, on one dice! Come on! Pull it together!
Ugh. Keeping it together.
Keeping it together.
Just barely.
So you guys all meet back up, and as you are making the travel, the 30 minutes, the 3 turns, you start to see something in the water.
Moving faster.
You
Pushing
didn't.
past the commander and dragging Kim behind with me.
You did not move fast enough.
Oh no.
As a much larger creature sort of just spins into the area and attacks.
No,
Who's carrying the battery?
I am.
Oh boy. All right, so
Oh, it's probably attracted to that, isn't it?
yeah, it definitely might be.
Well, it's unpowered right now, though. It's fine. It'll be fine.
Okay, yeah.
Well, then as my first action, I hand the battery to the commander.
Honorable death, Commander. All right.
This
I
is
will-
UPP property. It should be in the hands of trusted commander.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the 10! Yes!
Oof. I'll need everyone to add themselves to the initiative tracker. I mean, Shishin, you can add yourself if you want, just to read your book, but
Sure. just so I can make chirps on the Vox. For time to time.
quote us passages from your reading material. Wow, we are good at this.
yeah. All right. First up is the Greater Volyanoi. It will be attacking the person with the battery, which is Ivan.
Oh. Tearing tentacles. The tentacles have multiple tiny barbs and hooks that they use to grab and tear their prey. These lacerate whatever the victim is wearing. Oh, This is an attack with 8 base dice, damage 1. Each point of damage automatically damages the victim's armor. Any remaining damage that does not hit armored. Oh, okay, so it goes for the armor first.
Yep.
Okay,
So
well, that's cool. Maybe it won't get any successes.
Oh, so fucking lucky.
Yeah, I gotta make a immediate panic test though.
Yep. Keeping it together, easy. All right, now we are up to Kim Fan.
Okay.
How far away are we when we encounter this thing?
You're about halfway.
Okay, so we're about where we're at on the map?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're probably not going to want to
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna shoot it with a harpoon gun.
Okay.
Can we tell that it's attracted to the battery?
Not really. Hard to say since you were trying to push towards the front. It was also just you at the front.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool.
Oof.
Nothing in a panic.
Listeners, that's 2 panics for Matt with 1 stress dice.
Yeah.
But keeping it together. Keeping it together.
Where's that?
Well,
Yeah.
There goes the harpoon.
Shishin, your turn.
Oh, hold on. Is this considered a large creature?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Because large creatures, you get +2 bonus dice to shoot it.
Oh, okay.
So if it's, the size of the queen or the crusher alien, which I'm guessing because its token is as big as the 4 of us.
Hate that. Alright, well, let's see. No,
That didn't.
Oh,
No,
wow.
Okay. Well,
think so.
I mean, together that makes a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now it's Shishin.
Yeah, he just says over the Vox, break what must be broken once for all. That's all, and take the suffering on oneself.
Okay. Olga, you hear some philosophical waxing as you fight for your fucking life.
I guess. I stab at a tentacle.
Okay. You can attack it, yeah.
Atta girl. Oh my god, so close!
Holy shit.
Oh, Eric. So close. That was a great roll.
That was so good.
5
successes, bro.
But the 1 face hugger.
Yep. Big old panic.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh, if you would have gotten 1 higher, you would have
Yeah.
fucking berserked.
yes, you would've- oh, the best. So you rush off into the darkness trying to get away and hide.
So your stress goes down by 1.
Yay.
Oh,
but
good.
we all have to make a panic test, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, fuck, yeah. The typical UPP commander, run it for a sign of trouble. It's just bigger squid.
Oh, Maria, gotta increase your stuff too.
Oh, here comes the chain reaction.
Yeah, probably.
She's got a pretty big blue bar right now.
She also flees. So she is.
Her stress goes down by 1.
Yay!
More panic tests.
Yeah.
It's
Damn.
like it's just you and me, Kim.
You guys are that nap rave. Peak. All right. All right. Well, we're now going over to the Novotny again, and it's just gonna attack you again, sir.
But
But
but I don't want it to.
I understand. But we want you to. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. All right, we are going to block with the cutting torch.
Carrying the
Yeah.
battery though.
I'm dropping the battery at my feet at this point.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
cutting
it's not
torch.
going anywhere, right? Like,
You never know. Maybe they'll take it. But yeah,
What?
you drop the battery, pull out your cutting torch, and defend yourself.
yes. Cutting torch equip, and doesn't this thing have power? Yeah, hold on. Let me make the power roll first. Oh, 2 power goes down to 3, and then I will take a defensive roll. Sorry. Okay, that's 1. It had 3. How much damage does this do?
2 base, and so it'll be doing 4 damage. So now it's down to 3 damage.
Okay. Oh, here we go. I'm using the story point to get an extra success.
Okay. Down to 2 damage.
And
You just need 1 more success to block.
oh, this I thought my talent was going to do that. I will try to soak it with the armor.
Okay.
Should I push? Fuck it, we're pushing. Yes.
Right.
All right.
No damage. All right. And it's your turn now, Ivan Dubov.
Yes. I will shout to Kim, take battery and run. I kill this son of a bitch. And I will power up the cutting torch even higher. Hell yeah. That's 1 more power down. I'm down to 2.
2 power. Oh no.
And I don't know why it's rolling so many dice, but whatever. Oh, it's because I see. I'm rolling the wrong power. That's fine. Making an attack. Yeah. Fuck it. Oh, get fucked.
Ooh.
You know what?
You gonna push?
For my good friend Kim, I'm pushing it.
Nice.
I think, yeah, we need to go all out here.
Oh.
Okay. I'm okay with this.
Hold on. 7 successes. Base 3
Okay.
damage.
I drop the item, but I do succeed, and we're dumping it all into damage. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage armor piercing.
It has 8 health.
Does it have any armor?
It has 2 armor.
Okay, so it rolls 1 dice. Hey, fuck, Squid!
you fucking one-shot it.
Oh my
Well,
god.
holy shit.
Yeah, I roid rage and fucking cut this thing in half.
Oh my gosh, so fucking lucky. All right. The creature dies as Ivan Dubov, criminal of a gambling, can't really say whether it's true or not, but he was convicted. And he took a gamble with his life as he just drives this fucking cutting torch into the semi-soft, translucent skull of this creature. Its weird jellyfish helmet, and just opens it up. Well, I didn't expect that, but goddamn.
Yeah, Ivan Dubov, criminally badass.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, brother.
Right.
How long does their flea last?
It's for a turn. Or a round.
Okay, so they stop fleeing, and you guys attempt to make your way back.
Yeah, I mean, I would immediately pick up the torch, pick up the battery, if Kim hasn't already, and just start booking it, and she can tell with my body language I'm basically pushing / dragging her, and it's very clear we are leaving the other 2 behind.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll need a mobility from you, from Olga and Maria, to try to catch up. And, if you guys want to roll mobilities to push faster, you can as well.
Yeah.
Remember to turn off the panic, Eric.
Oh
Well,
my god, a 3rd time, ladies and gentlemen. 1 stress, and he rolls the panic. Amazing.
7 stress, and fucking Maria Del Campos is sprinting.
Oh, jeez.
Incredible. Wow, Maria crushing it.
Yeah.
Still keeping it together though.
Olga
I have
crushing it too.
1 success.
Jeez. All right. Go ahead and roll your stress, Eric.
Maria, fucking torpedoes herself through the water.
Yeah. Everyone's stress goes up by 1 as
Are we still considered friendly at this point?
you're all humans in a world filled with monsters, so I'd say yeah.
That's okay, that's fair.
You all make it. Olga a little bit later, maybe just a few minutes, as everyone gets back to the sub dock, getting inside.
So, Sean, if we get do we get there before either of them?
Yeah, maybe. Well, let's compare successes. Maria got 4 successes. Olga got 3.
Olga is panicking though, and she's spending a round seeking cover.
Right. So it'd only be 6 seconds, but after that. Or does that mean her roll fails at 11?
At 11, she's doing that instead of her action.
Okay, so then yeah. So you get there before Olga. What did you roll?
I only
1
have
success?
one.
Yeah, so Maria actually catches up to you guys and is sprinting with you.
Okay. When we get inside, I want to see if there's any way to barricade the door.
You have
And I will ask Maria to help me, and I will tell... Well, I guess I'm the mechanic here. So
Yeah.
I will try to install the battery, and I'll tell the two of them to see if they can barricade the door so she can't get in.
Okay. There's not going to be a real good way to barricade the door. I mean, you could try welding it shut, but that would take time. And neither of them are like heavy machinery.
I mean, I would toss the... If I think it would work, I would toss the cutting torch to Kim while I try to install the battery.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely try welding it shut.
Well, because we still need to figure out. I don't want to blow the batteries on them. We need to get something open.
I mean, that's what I do. So I don't like stay to babysit you. I throw that to you. You know what my intention is, obviously, and I go and start putting the battery in to see if I can get this fucking thing to work.
Yeah. All right. Fine. I'll click it and see if I can shut the door somehow.
Keep in mind, like, we know we have what, like 20-30 minutes before this place blows.
Right.
So if there's another fetch and retrieve quest, we're fucked.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. So give me a heavy machinery if you want to try to weld the door shut. Otherwise, Ivan is going to begin the process of reconnecting the battery.
You get +2 because of that torch, but it only has 2 power remaining, so roll 2d6 for the power roll.
Get a bunch of ones.
All right, it's got 1 left.
Oh boy.
And then machinery. 2? Is that gonna work? I got 1.
Yay.
All right. Olga, you get there essentially as Kim is in the process of welding a door shut. You could see the sparks on sort of melting a line down.
I still get in, or
Eric, did you lower your stress from that panic roll that you had?
no.
Yeah, your stress goes down by 1.
You can try to force the door open with like an athletics, or if you have is athletics a thing now in this game?
It would be
Stamina?
I guess stamina would probably be the closest thing.
Stamina. You still have a story point.
Ooh, I'll try. I'll use the story point.
Well, you still have to make the roll, and then you burn the story point on the roll.
Okay.
So they're not as good as everybody thinks, unfortunately.
So stamina.
Hey!
Oh, nice!
All right. Olga, with her arms built of UPP steel, wrenches the door open as Kim is trying to fucking weld it shut.
Oh my god, she is the real monster.
And inside, Dubov is trying to reconnect the battery. So I'll need a heavy machinery for you to reconnect the battery.
It's like that point in the horror movie where I'm trying to start the car and you just hear it revving, you know?
Or in like Dead by Daylight while you're starting the engine. Oh my god!
Oh my god, so many
15
dice!
No successes and no failures.
I'm not going to risk that. I don't think it's worth it. No, I'm not gonna push that.
Well then, so as I understand, you can't try again, right?
I cannot unless I try to do something different, which at this point I'm not sure what I would do. So someone else is free to try, but Yeah. Ivan, I guess, he's trying to like plug this thing in. Maybe he can't figure out how to connect it or something like that. And then he just like swears in frustration and like lets it fall to the floor.
Yeah. So
Typical UPP garbage.
I don't have any skills that would help with this.
all right.
UPP commander, you don't know how this works?
You are supposed to know how this works. Aren't you the maintenance?
No one ever tell me about submarine until today.
How hard is it to plug in a battery?
Be my guest. And I'll like extend my hand like for her to like walk past me.
I'm gonna try at this point.
Okay. Yeah. Roll
I'll
a heavy
roll out.
machinery. Yeah.
I'll roll a heavy machinery.
Hey, that's a success. But roll your stress.
Deep breathing intensifies. Oh my god.
So you're stuck there. We all get another one of these.
Oh, you motherfucker. Oh god.
Okay, I'm gonna try it now, 'cause since you've completely frozen up. I grab the battery.
Oh my god, yeah. How many clowns does it take?
Yeah.
I don't think I can wile my way into using contact for this one, can I?
Mm-mm.
Here we go. I got one.
Oh, so
Ooh.
fucking lucky. So after Ivan fails, not panicking, just drops the battery, pissed. Olga walks over, remembers something in her past where a battery killed one of her family members. Drops everything, and everyone's stress goes up by one. Kim, the hero, comes in and does the simple act of inserting a battery into a slot. All
I
right.
immediately try to jump into the thing and grab Kim and bring her in there with me.
Well, we're all sitting in there, right? Trying to like install it.
You guys are all around it, but it can only fit 2 people inside.
Oh yeah. Instantly going for the seat.
Yeah, same.
So we're gonna roll initiative.
Hell yeah, we're gonna roll initiative. Hell yeah, buddy. Unknown combatant. Oh shit, who's that? Oh, I think you need to end the combat and start a new one.
Oh,
Sean.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
all glitched out.
Gotcha. Try that again.
All right, the final fight.
Oh boy. Once, twice, 3 shit.
Oh yeah, I got the 10 again. This is how I play RPGs, folks. I always roll awesome on initiative.
Successfully.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Initiative, basically.
Let's see. Just gotta.
Oh, and Maria gets the 1. How about that?
Queen. Let me just double check because this is the bang stick she has.
I think we should do this one right here. All right, 2v2.
Just a second.
Everybody's fucking nerves are fried. Well, Kim, you're doing okay on stress. Although that'll probably end really quick here before you need to take your turn.
Yeah.
Know
Yeah.
about that.
Cascading panic effect.
All right. So first up, Maria is going to take the bang stick and just stab it into Ivan.
After all I've done for her,
Yeah, man. Survival comes
I
first.
only left her behind once.
That's all it took.
Oh, yep, here it comes. How many she got? 8 stress? That's pretty good. Oh no! Makes sense.
You must immediately attack the nearest person or a creature, friendly or not. You won't stop until you or the target is broken.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Everyone make a panic roll.
We're definitely not friends anymore, Maria.
Not
To
at...
be fair, the only reason I brought her was I was hoping to sacrifice her at some point if need be. But
Yep.
that never happened.
So you take 2 damage, Chris.
There it is. Finally failed
God.
with a freeze. Oh my god, there's so much happening right now. Okay, hold on.
Jesus.
Well, at least hold on, let's do this one thing at a time. Let's resolve the combat first. So, could I technically make my block before the panic sets in?
Her panic would hit first, right? And then she would scream out in rage and come out.
So if she attacks, she's like doing a combat, so that's simultaneous.
So then you can block before you freeze.
How much? What does she got? What's she hitting me with?
It's a bang stick, so like an electrical prod.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll try to block.
Do it.
I don't have the cutting torch anymore, so I'm gonna pull out my switchblade. Razor sharp switchblade.
Razor sharp.
Okay.
Oh, another panic.
Yeah. This is going swimmingly.
So good.
Okay.
So you still have the armor, so you're taking 2 damage.
Hell yeah.
No damage, nothing.
Okay. So I guess technically my first panic would have been freezing when she attacked me. For some reason, I've been surprised at this. I mean, I guess I was, because I thought she was cool. And then my second one would be to seek cover. So my stress goes down again, though, and everybody else goes up by 1.
Yeah.
Well, friendly PCs, so I guess the lines have been drawn at this point. Sorry, Kim.
Yeah. So next up would be Kim.
I mean, I would argue, Sean, that we're not friendly anymore. So me and Kim would not have taken that first panic test from the Berserk.
Well, you weren't probably expecting to attack you, right?
I was not. No, I'll be honest.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay, so I am seeking cover.
Okay.
Because of my panic.
Yeah. You are allowed to make a retreat roll if you have an enemy at engaged range. So next up is Kim.
So from the Berserk panic, I got drop item, which I guess is maybe the torch, or I also have a harpoon.
1, 2, 3. It's a torch.
Yeah.
It's the torch.
Damn.
That's a good one.
It is so good.
It's so good.
Do not underestimate the torch.
Never.
Can I just hop in the cart?
You would have to like run away from because you're seeking cover, right?
No.
Oh no, you dropped item.
I dropped the torch and otherwise I think do stuff.
Yeah, you can still act normally. That's a 9 or less.
Yeah, so you can jump in.
I want to jump in and draw the harpoon gun and sit there defensively for now. That's 2
Okay.
actions, right?
I mean, jumping in is probably more movement, so fast and slow. You pull out the harpoon gun. Are you trying to like block in case or?
Yeah, I guess it's pointy on one end, so I can use it defensively, and maybe I'll shoot someone on a subsequent turn.
Okay. All right. Next up is Olga.
Okay, so I sought cover. Is that my turn then? Or can I use a ranged weapon?
You must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible.
After 1 round, you act normally. So you and I have to basically hide for a turn, Eric.
Yeah. All right. So you guys both go and hide.
Yep. We're like, fuck this.
And then it's Maria's turn, and she's chasing Ivan.
No.
You're the one she initially attacked when she berserked.
I know. She sees red, man.
Yeah. Is there because it's been so long since I did melee is there something I can do with a slow and a fast action?
For melee, I don't believe so, but I do have hold on, I have a journal entry, I think, with
Oh wait, I have the slow actions on my GM
Yes.
screen.
Look at you.
How's combat attack? Slow action.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything for melee. Because aim is only for a ranged weapon.
Right.
But
Okay.
if you get multiple successes, like all the stunts for melee let you do all the cool stuff, so...
Right. Boom.
Wow.
5 successes.
No, how? What, 2, 4, 6... 8 stress and not a single one.
Man, Maria's a hero.
I guess I get my head beaten into a pulp because I'm hiding right now and I already used all my actions, so I will just hope the armor keeps me alive.
Okay, so it's 2, 3,
Nope.
3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Roll the critical. I am down. I'm gonna roll my own critical. I don't need your help.
Well, you're broken, so she's no longer berserking.
That's hilarious. I have 5 health, but I can't tank it. It's too much. Where's rollable tables? Critical injuries. Here we go. Big money, big prizes. What did I get? Arm artery cut. Fatal. Yes.
One turn.
One turn before I die. Okay, that's like 10 to 15 minutes, so that's fine.
Yeah. You guys got 20 minutes before the base explodes, maybe?
Yep. And now this whole area is filling with red water.
Oh, you know, you are now probably drowning too, because your fucking suit's been...
That's fair.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
All right. Next up is Kim Pham.
I guess I'm gonna operate the sub. Can I?
Okay, you're gonna need a ComTech to turn it on and boot it up.
All right, I'm gonna do that. Oh boy. There's those spiders.
Oh, this is amazing.
Alright, what do we get? 1. Oh, wait. What did I have a second ago?
No, you're not panicking because you rolled a 9
Yeah.
last turn. So
And
you
then this would be a 5,
which
right?
is fine. So you do not panic.
Great. Fantastic.
All right. You turn it on. The engine, electronic in the sub, very quietly, boom, 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 turns on, spins up into life, and you see that there are a number of different buttons and ways of, like different consoles in there. One extra seat, doors open. All right. So then, Olga, it's your turn. You are no longer panicking because you hid.
Okay. Can I
remove your panic?
Can I run into the sub and shut the door?
Yeah. You jump into the sub, close the door. Ivan is bleeding out. I guess Maria's gonna try to open the door.
Well, dude,
Oh.
Oh no, I'm broken. Fuck,
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
You're broken. Yeah.
I had one more trump ace up my sleeve, but I can't do it when I'm at 0 health. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna say we're gonna roll contested strength. Just the stat. No stress. You and me, Olga versus Maria.
Come on, superhuman UPP soldier.
She got no successes.
Yeah, you already ripped one door open.
Maria got no successes because she wasn't supposed to roll stress.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, no stresses.
So we both fail, although you panic. No, you don't panic. No stresses. So yeah, you. And it is now Kim Pham's turn.
Just to go, Kim. Save self.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just keep operating the panel.
Pilot.
Go.
Yeah, so you would need a piloting roll. One of the buttons opens up the ceiling doors, where you're able to float up.
Okay. Well. Yep. Hey! No panic that time.
No panic.
Success.
2 successes.
You are able to throw Maria off the submarine as it spins to life and exits the facility. You'll need one more piloting roll as you see a number of these creatures swarming towards you.
Oh no.
Okay, I have one stunt, so I can use that to gain a +1 modification to a later skill roll related to this one. So I'm gonna take my extra 1 die
Okay.
and hope that is enough to get me there. All right. Well,
Oh, 1 and 1.
Okay, stress. What's
Got this, Kim.
the panic?
Kimmy Kim. No.
Oh, no.
Great one.
Oh,
Freeze.
no.
No.
All right. Well, as Maria and Olga are trying to fly away, or whatever, Olga, you see Kim freeze up, and you know that telltale sign of fear in her movements. Your stress goes up by 1. You can also try to pilot, take over, since she didn't actually do anything.
Oh, time for brave UPP commander.
Yeah.
Save the day, Eric.
Oh.
Amazing.
Despite Kim failing you one last time, you take the other controls and you ship your submarine away from these creatures. As a few minutes later, the nuclear meltdown erupts, destroying the entire base, killing Maria, Ivan if he's still alive, Diego who is hiding away, as well as Shishin Yu.
Who the fuck is Diego?
He was the other possible playable NPC or PC.
Oh.
He was my buddy.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Yeah. Olga and Kim make their way up to the surface and are eventually met by the supervisors of the surface facility, where you're then whisked away to be interrogated by the UPP to find out what happened, as well as taken to a medical facility to be recuperated. And that is Dead Sea.
Oh, that was exciting as fuck.
You guys survived. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know it was gonna happen when that fucking big guy came in, but Ivan one-shotting it.
9 damage, man. That was insane.
And you leaving me to die out with the other one.
Hell yeah.
Ivan left you to die like 3 times.
We tried that so many times, and he fucking.
I'm gonna be honest. I would have just shot him when I got back into the sub dock.
I was totally expecting the first time for
Yeah.
at least to get pistol whipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was Ivan's whole thing. So in his description, underwater welder who specializes in deep sea operations, sentenced to hard labor for repeated violations against the state authority for illegal gambling. After several years in a tough labor prison, he was given the choice to continue to serve out his sentence or agree to a decades-long contract at the underwater station. Having arrived recently, he has given the station lifers like Lou an extremely hard time. He is now waiting for his chance to abandon this life, which he feels is the life of servitude, and set out on his own. Ivan was not allowed to depart with the rest of the Roughnecks due to disciplinary actions that resulted in him having to clean the latrines in the housing area. And my agendas in Act 1, it is not fair. If it were not for that fool Lou, you would be on your way home now, not stuck here because someone got themselves lost. The UPP is more like slavery than freedom, and you hate it. Make sure everyone knows what you think about this whole situation. And then Act 2 was things are going terribly wrong. That's an understatement. And it is time to get out. The only person you care about down here is Dr. Pham. You must make sure that you and she get away alive. So, halfway.
Yeah, unfortunately, halfway doesn't count.
That's okay. I one-shot the squid. That's a pretty heroic moment.
Very much so. I was expecting, 2 or 3 turns of having to fight that thing, not one rage moment. All right. Yeah, everyone else.
So much backstory, though. Is that all in your agenda?
No, there's a description tab.
Oh, I have nothing on that. I don't have any backstory.
Oh, well, Sean's
Yo,
a bad
oh, yours
GM.
yours
What can
didn't
I tell you?
save. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god,
Oh,
fucking.
I was
Even
just going
Maria,
off.
even Maria got a backstory and you didn't.
All I had is like my agenda was you have a patient in your care. It's Anya. You have to look after her now and then, and you kind of want to find your missing coworker, but you know whatever. Alvarez is probably a dick. Act 2 is you must get out and preserve your family line, and you cannot leave Anya to die. You must save her too.
Right.
And it's just sort of like, in what world is that?
Okay.
I'm
I
surprised it
I
lasted
just
that
added the
long.
description. You can close it and open it. It should be there.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you guys just
I
weren't looking
became
in
a
the right place.
doctor. All my family died from a terrible accident. So that sort of makes the family line thing a little less weird.
Shit, that's my bad. Sorry.
I
What
think
about
I connected some of the dots.
Olga and Shishin? What were you guys' agendas?
So Olga was to investigate the disappearance, but you suspect your superiors are not sure why, or suspect your superiors and are not sure why. You are a true hero of the UPP and should be given the respect you deserve. In Act 2, you will bear witness to these events. You must get out alive at all costs.
You succeeded, yeah.
But it says that in her description, about a year ago, her unshakable faith in the UPP was tested when she and her unit were abandoned in enemy-infested waters, and I was the lone survivor. Decorated for bravery, Olga felt emboldened enough to question her superiors on the actions that led to the military disaster. Their response came swiftly. She was ordered to stand down until her next assignment and was transferred to the Ministry of Space Security, a promotion of sorts. Her next assignment was to investigate this.
Oh damn, you were MSS, huh? Hmm. So you definitely were state, but if only I had known that you were a true hero of the UPP, we might have got along a little better.
Yeah.
I just assumed you were another superior down here to fucking make sure we died.
Yeah, see,
It's around.
fairly chill. I was also expecting some retribution right when we got in, so I was trying to think of a story of like, I know she was injured. I could be like, oh, I'm a doctor. You'll need to have me look after you while we go through depressurization of like 7 miles down. All of that is gonna cause your condition to become inflamed and you might die without immediate attention. But yeah, I think at the very beginning when it's like, oh, we're flooding the whole medical bay, and Anya's there, I was like, I would like to try to save her because that's what it says in this box. But if we don't, then that's like a face hugger or a chest burster popping out during the climax of the adventure that we don't have to worry about. So maybe it's better that way.
Yeah, so Lou has been working at Novotny Station for over 25 years. Steadfast in his belief that only through hard work and dedication can the people of the UPP further their cause across the galaxy. He's taking great pride in making sure the station's equipment is maintained in working order. This has been a challenge that is only getting worse as repeated pleas for even the most basic tools needed for the job have gone unheard. Nevertheless, he has dedicated his life to this station, and he will see it rise again to its former glory. This latest shift beneath the sea, however, has proven a challenge that can test anyone's resolve. My Act 1 agenda was you are convinced Dubrov has something to do with the disappearance. Do not miss an opportunity to put this waste of space in his place.
Right.
And then Act 2, even if you cannot prove it, you know that Dubov is a bad influence. His sort drags the UPP down. He must not leave this place alive. You have also done everything you can for this station, so now it is time to save yourself and get to the surface. Well, you still can. I made, an executive decision on that last part, so
I never thought someone was gonna go nuclear on the core, so I kind of thought it was a cool additional thing.
Yeah, when I first was like looking at the map and I saw nuclear call, I'm like,
That's something, right?
what can happen?
That's not the drill and the core are not even mentioned in the fucking like system. There's no mention of any of that. So it's like, all right, well, I guess they just don't want anyone to interact with it.
Dude, he was so dedicated to the first half of his agenda, he said fuck the second half. I can respect that.
He hated you so much. Fuck this guy.
That's hilarious. And I didn't fucking kill that guy. He just fucking wandered off.
Yeah. That
Oh,
that
man.
last roll I had him make at the nuclear core, that D6, was gonna be if one of the fucking creatures
Monster
came back and
showed
was
up,
like,
yeah.
oh look, some more fucking energy.
I was expecting
Oh.
he ran off by himself. I was like, oh, he's toast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me
man.
too.
That was fucking brilliant, guys. Everything I expected and more. Wonderful.
Such a great time. Love aliens.
Awesome.
Great time. Perfect timing also.
Yeah, Sean, your timing on this was flawless. I commend you.
Oh,
Very
thank
well
you.
done. We'll definitely have you back in the driver's seat again.
Ooh, yeah.
So thank you for running the game tonight. Tim, thank you for coming back. We're looking forward to having you back again. I think you're playing in Shadowrun, right?
Yes, that is the
And
plan.
Are you on any of the other games or no? I think that's...
So
Oh, you're on
I
the
thought it was
Warhammer one. Yeah,
yeah.
in 2 weeks. So
Nice.
Tim will be back for some Headless Horseman action. That'll be fun.
Oh, shit.
So we can fail casting spells together. It'll be great. I'll be playing in that as well. So, and then Tim will be back for Shadowrun when Adam hops back in the driver's seat. And Eric, I believe you're coming back for Zombicide in 3
Yes.
weeks.
Yeah, September 16th.
And he might be back for Alien when we finish Shadowrun, potentially. We'll see. That's kind of far in the future, but yeah. So yeah, good shit, everybody, and we will see the Frog on Halloween, or for the in 2 weeks for the Warhammer game, and we will also see him on our Patreon game, our new All Elf campaign. So. He's back for Zombicide as well, so he'll be here for some more Halloween action. So, thank you all for a tremendous start to the Halloween season, the best season of them all. Hats off to Alex Aguila for writing this scenario.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Definitely felt like Alien, and it was really cool to play as UPP and try something different. And the whole underwater thing was really fucking cool. So.
Okay.
Well done, everyone. I guess that's where we need to sign off at this point. So we will thank you all, listeners, for stopping by and joining us for the start of the Halloween season. We got 3 more one-shots lined up for you, and we're also going to be playing through what the fuck is it? Oh, we're going to get a group together to have a send-off party for the Friday the 13th game on Friday the 13th, which at the time of this recording, I think will be next week or the week after. Next week. So good stuff. We're going to try to find a way to stream it. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. If we do, we'll put something up on the Facebook. Otherwise, you'll just have to take our word for it that it's going to be a great time. So thank you all for stopping by. We will see you on the flip side. Same time, same place. Nighty night.